Streaming beginning.
Beginning the streaming. Spring beaning?
Yeah.
Hi everyone. Welcome to the Cursed Ones, where I have shingles.
Yeah. We're sorry.
We're sorry?
My bad, guys.
What did you do to me?
I gave you chicken pox when you were a child.
What? That was you?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
So this is the second time we've not known each other, but we've met. For context sake for the audience, when I was a world championship log roller, we're gonna skip over the fact that I was a world championship log roller. But when I did a thing in Minnesota. Was that the state?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the fucking state. I did a little state fair. The state fair. And I did a log rolling booth. And Cece was there. We didn't know each other yet, but Cece was there and contemplated.
I distinctly remember walking past the area with the water and the logs. And I was like, yo, what's the deal with that? And then I walked past it.
The deal was me. And it could have been a wonderful deal, Cece.
I'm sorry. I need to make it right someday.
One day I will get you on a log.
Please.
But hello everyone, welcome to the Cursed Ones, where I just want to show off this really cool mug I got at a craft fair.
That is cool mug.
It's like a spiral. The lady who gave it to me was very nice. Anyways, we're down a couple players. They will appear soon. The players being Cole Radicole and perhaps Crime the Criminal. Mm-hmm. Perhaps Crime the Criminal. It's crime. I'm also just gonna tag them just in case. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, welcome to the Cursed Ones, where things are a bit of a mess right now because I'm in chaos. But new setup for the 50,000th time.
You say that like it's unusual.
Yeah, new setup. it's
new
very
setup.
Unusual.
Who dis?
New setup.
Who dis? Where we're finally in my room after years. I've always been on the couch, and now we're in my bedroom.
Let's go.
You finally graduated to official YouTuber status.
I really have.
True.
What should the question of the day be? I feel like I had a question last night that was really stupid. Oh, I know the question.
Yeah.
It was 4 a.m. and I was like, what should the question of the day be? And I was like, and the first thing that came to mind was, what would your Waluigi be? And I don't know what that means.
That's really thought-provoking.
Like your invert version?
Yeah, your invert. What do they believe in? What would your invert believe in?
Well, I mean, since I go by Morgue, I feel like my invert would have a very interesting name. Maybe my invert would be called Midwife. I don't know.
Midwife.
So true.
And then that's also the.
You know what? This is a great question. We're gonna go with it. Cece. Or wait, let's go lesbians. Let's go. Who are you?
Hi.
What is your evil invert version of yourself?
Hi, I'm Cece. I play Sharpay. I guess it would be wee wee. One time, I went to not the state fair in Minnesota, but the state fair here in Massachusetts. Mm-hmm. Well, it wasn't the state fair. There was just a county fair. And they had a thing there called Wee Baby Pig Race, where they race a bunch of baby pigs. So I think my invert version is was the young girl who was running that place and was yelling into the microphone about the pigs.
I'm gonna say something very upsetting, but I feel like inverse you, if we're going with just the laws of being an inverse and being an evil version of you, I feel like wee would be straight.
Yeah.
That would be.
Yeah.
Oh God, does that mean the other version of me would be Aloe? Horrifying.
Yeah, same. Oh no.
I don't know what to do. I guess I think any version of myself I would get along with just through sheer spite because I want to. But it would sure be an adventure with the two of us.
It would be
honestly,
chaos.
I think it'd be fine. I spent enough time around aloes already that I could roll with it, you know?
Yeah, same here. Aloes, I have way.
They're so weird, but maybe because it'd be me, I'd finally be able to ask all the questions Do I want the answer to them? I don't know. Maybe.
That's the thing. I'm the type of arrow ace who actually does ask those questions to people. I'll straight up be hanging at a friend's place and I'll be like, so what's sex like?
So why do you like sex anyway?
Yeah,
Isn't
that's
that
what I'll puberty, like I will just
gross?
I will bring that shit up. I'm like a fucking field researcher, I swear. I will enter someone's building while they're mid-intercourse and do an interview. So what is it about this position
but, you know.
that gives you pleasure? What does it feel like? How are you feeling?
Why do you waste your time on this every day?
So true.
Don't you have better things to be doing?
Oh my god. Hello, I am Mama. Ooh. That was horribly off key. Probably because my
make you cry.
So good. Hi. I'm Dean. I'm the dungeon master. I play everyone else. I have shingles.
Yeah.
This just keeps coming up, huh?
I just feel
Cece gave you shingles.
Cece gave me shingles. This is really upsetting.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
My inverse would be, I guess, Wissy Whoops. Ween or Wissy.
I like Ween.
I like
the
Ween
band.
as well. Ween.
Ween. Although I gotta say, Wissy Loops is like a breakfast food, almost.
It really
feels
is.
like it could be. So I feel like you gotta come up with like a really weird way to phrase a dinner food.
That's really true. It is like
Wissy
a cereal.
Loops.
I've never thought about that.
Damn, I really am a cereal.
I think Landwich. There you go.
Landwich. My evil version. Landwich.
Yep. It just feels correct. It feels good and correct.
My evil version, Landwich, has no autism. They're very boring. It's very upsetting. They're aloe. They love sex. They love talking about sex. They love doing sex. Everything. It's amazing.
Unnatural.
It's
just not right.
They don't stumble their way through every sentence. They speak perfectly fine every time. Amazing. And they hate Dungeons and Dragons.
No.
They support the new OGL.
This can't be.
And they are pro-cop, and I will kill them one day. Landwich is going down, let it be known. I will kill them myself.
Good
Anyways.
heavens.
Me and midwife get along great.
Let's hear about midwife. Morgue, but with like a little E. Who are you? And tell us about midwife.
Well, I'm Morgue, and I feel like the opposite of a morgue would be a midwife, probably. I mean, I know that's a person and not a place, but it feels like the opposite. And also, I forgot what they call the place they keep the babies in, so, you know.
The nursery?
Nursery, there you go. So I guess they could be nursery, but I think midwife is funnier.
Midwife is really funny.
And I'm going to say that they're gainfully employed as a midwife. It's just very literal for them instead of it being like some weird in-depth joke. And they're obsessed with babies in the same way that I really like ghosts. And so, but I think that we get along okay. I think we'd hang out.
I really thought that you were gonna say. I thought that you were gonna say they love babies because I hate babies.
That too.
I don't hate babies. I just don't really like. I don't know. I don't want them. You know what I mean?
Same.
And this person is like, I mean, there's a reason that they're called midwife. I don't know if they actually are a midwife, but there's a reason that they end up with that nickname. And it's because of their obsession with babies, I guess.
They just see a baby and just.
And they're like, ah! They're like those people who will like, if you like see somebody like pushing a stroller around and like there's like these, like the old ladies that'll stop and be like, oh, like what's her name and how long has it been?
That was all my. That was like everyone I worked with. Dust floated by. See, here's the thing. Babies love me. I don't know why. Every time there's a baby in the vicinity of me, they're just like goo goo gaga and like they come after me, man. I don't get it. They see me and it's like seeing a unicorn.
It like through your whole life or recently?
Yeah. No, it's been it's the dyed hair. It's definitely the dyed hair.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
It's like they see a unicorn for the first time. It's their first gay person in the wild. And they truly experience joy. Like every time there's like a crying baby, they'll turn to me and they'll just be like, what?
They're like, oh my god, blue hair.
They don't even know what pronouns are yet.
They don't know what a pronoun is, but looking at me, they're absorbing that information, and I am turning, just like my blue hair, I am turning them blue by my sheer aura.
Real. So real.
Like that's what I do to babies, man. But they fucking look at me. Everywhere I go, if there's a baby in a stroller, I'll turn around and I'll just see them, like they lock on to me. And they just track me,
They're
like, constantly.
What's this?
They can hardly even move their fucking heads, but they will, like, somehow just track me until I'm out of sight. And even then, I still feel their eyes on me. They see me, and it's like a fucking hawk that spots a worm on the ground, and they're just like, they're flying in. They're gonna get that worm. Except imagine the hawk is not a hawk, it's a baby. And
So
I am
true.
a worm.
No.
But babies, they can't get enough of me, and I don't know what to do in the presence of them, so I just wave at them.
Yeah, that's the right thing to do.
Yeah. And through that power, that's the day that they actually get their pronouns. They see me, the pronoun fairy, and then I give them
So true.
I give them the power at that moment to change their pronouns in the future if they wish, but if they wish to keep their pronouns now, well then that's where they get them from.
So true. Language takes them away.
Language takes them away. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm glad we figured out your evil self's superpower.
Yeah.
Steals your pronouns.
For all my no pronoun bitches out
pronouns
there.
For you.
For all my no pronoun bitches out there, and for the people who say, like, I actually don't have any pronouns, thank you.
That's because of language.
That was because of language.
Amen.
For my gender fucks out there who just, like, don't want anything to do with gender, language is your best friend. So just, like, be warned.
Every single person on the entire planet who has decided against pronouns has been touched by language.
Exactly.
So true.
Language is out there.
Yeah.
Language is omnipresent.
Language has brown at the top of their hair, and then every other piece of hair on their body is blue.
Oh my god.
It's blue sides, it's blue eyebrows, it's blue.
What superhero
I feel like
is that?
midwife is like you know how in like the movies that have a makeover, they always just straighten the hair and remove the glasses. Yeah.
That's horrible.
But unfortunately for midwife, they also did take off the braces, which means that their teeth are terrible. Because I really needed those.
Oh god. Hello, governors.
Mistakes
Hello,
were made.
How are you doing today? We're talking about our evil versions of ourselves. And we're about to get into the recap for the session, and then we're gonna start going. Because we've been talking about our evil counterparts for 12 minutes.
Beast. That's the name.
Beast?
Of the guy. The mutant man. The one with because the blue hair. That's what made me think of that.
Oh, Beast Boy? No,
Not
Beast.
Beast Boy. Beast. Just Beast.
Just Beast.
This one.
Yeah, I know who Beast is, thankfully.
I didn't know who Beast was.
You didn't know who Beast was? Okay,
I was trying to remember what the fuck his name was, and it's just
I am
Beast.
a comic book fan, and I am an X-Men fan.
Respect.
So,
Respect.
Landwich is more of a mystique, I'll just say.
Fair enough.
I'm more of a beast as it stands. Alright. Okay, what happened last session?
What the fuck happened?
What the fuck happened? That's always what we ask. I feel like I always need to pull up the actual, like, video and just look at the thumbnail and figure it out.
I mean, I kind of know what happened. My mom showed up while I was sleeping.
Oh,
honestly,
yeah.
I do feel like that's the only way that she'd actually be able to try and murder anyone, because otherwise Arden would just give her, like, the sad puppy eyes until she stopped.
You
and it would work.
Yeah.
She cannot say no.
Last session started off with the party on the remains of the island after the whole encounter with the precipice. And they realized, shit, we gotta get out of here. But before they got out of there, they had a couple of discussions with Cornelius, who through some
deduction... And did you get Nameless out of his prison?
Yeah, Nameless is chill. Nameless is here. Yeah, Nameless is alive. They're vibing.
I wanted to check because he was put in a giant earth box, and
he's out of there.
I didn't want to worry about him having been forgotten. That'd be sad.
No, definitely not. I mean,
Arden just every time she forgets Nameless, she does remember the Bell incident. So every time she's like, I know somebody who really likes bells.
A distant
She's like, I'm not sure who it is, but there's somebody who really likes bells.
But yeah, no, Nameless is okay. Everyone got kind of collected up. Thankfully, no one died. including Jesper, who didn't die because you guys bonked him with a Revivify staff.
I did that so good.
Oh yeah. So he helped everyone out of the big hole in the theater. And then everyone kind of had to sit down. They talked with Cornelius. Found out that unlike the last time you guys killed a Pantheon member, which was in the Feywilds, and it cured Trio's curse, Cornelius's curse wasn't cured. Because that curse kind of spawned a whole new person, in a way, which is now fronting in Cornelius's body. This is Stage Cornelius. Who the party kind of realized he was very distraught at his own existence because he was born from a curse, and he's very confused all the time, and he's very much different to Cornelius and just wants to, like, find out who he is, because he doesn't really know who anyone is off and on the stage. He has a lot of trust issues, so they're like, okay, buddy, we're gonna, like, let you go sit in the corner for a while and figure that out. If you need anything,
just let us know. I'm exactly the same on and off the stage.
So they.
I feel like that's the explanation for why she wasn't involved in anything. She was like, "I'm gonna go sit with Stage Cornelius."
True. Yeah. So Stage Cornelius went away and sat down. Probably sat with Arden for a while, as we are now patching in. And the party, they got Eros, who is unconscious, to wake up for a second and cast Greater Restoration on Hugo, to which they explained the situation to him, and Hugo was very upset about it, but they eventually kind of calmed him down right before Feeble Mind took hold again. Is that Cole Radicole? Radicole! We haven't even started yet. We're doing the recap.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. We were talking about evil Wario versions of ourselves.
It's been a long time.
Okay.
Yeah, what would yours be called? I'm Midwife, Liz is Landwitch, and Lily is Wee Wee.
Lily. Cece is Wee Wee.
Extended
Cece, it's great.
I'm a bit lost on the naming scheme.
What is the opposite of rad?
Sad.
Sadical?
Sadical.
Evil Cole just dropped. All right. Anyways, back to the
what have I stumbled into?
Spends his entire time in an orange void instead of a blue one.
True.
Hates the color blue. Is not blonde.
Hates the color blue.
Is not blonde. Is not a theater
I'm gonna
kid.
dye my hair brown. You guys are gonna.
No, don't do it, King.
If you dye your hair brown, we're gonna start calling you Sadical.
Yeah. Anyways, back to the recap, because we're 17 minutes in.
It's fine.
We can do it.
What is the audience here for if not our shenanigans?
After everyone kind of like started talking a bit on the island, Jesper was like, "Hey, hello, lot."
Yeah. He was
terrifying.
He just said like, hey guys, I have this archive. Do you guys want to come bunk over here? Because I can kind of help you. You guys can hang out. So they went to the archive using a teleportation circle. And in there, oh shit, there was people already there. And Jesper didn't know who it was because his archive mate doesn't have any friends. Turns out Lee Hostine does have friends. So the archive mate is Lee Hostine, and the friends are Adrian Dever, Elian Dever, and Veldrin Voller. They're all straight vibing, as it should be. And the rest of the session was kind of just like decompressing in the archives, taking care, chilling, and nothing bad happened.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
As far as he knows, that's true.
In the middle of the night, Lily woke up from a nightmare, went down into the archive's basement with Jesper, where they found a mysterious construct that looked surprisingly like unknown. It had version 6 written on it, and they're like, that's kind of weird. And then they got locked in the basement. Elian and Veldrin got into a huge fight. Sharpay woke up and was like, what the fuck is happening? But then spotted Roxanne, who is also here. Chased after Roxanne. Roxanne was the one who locked Jesper and Lily in the basement. Then locked Sharpay in the basement. They all tried to get out of the basement. By that time,
in the basement.
Elian and Veldrin had beaten the shit out of one another, and Roxanne came over to finish the job, which she cast Darkstar and Gravity Well, which made sure that they couldn't move, and they got hit with an 8th level spell. So, not good. But
the dangers of Roxanne.
Sharpay, Lily, and Jesper were able to hold her off long enough for Veldrin to counterspell it, level 9. And then she teleported out of there.
Yeah.
She was like, bye.
Yeah, no, she literally just went
to her soul.
She said, I'm about to head out, and then she left.
Yeah, it was embarrassing for everyone involved, I think. That's what comforts me. Because it was mostly embarrassing for us, but it was also embarrassing for her.
Yeah, she also revealed that the precipice
showed up mostly to be like, my daughter okay? Okay, my daughter okay. Actually, there's so many opportunities here for murder.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, half of the people that she was... Yeah, she's very much an opportunist, so... I mean, kind of a perfect spot with the strongest wizard in the world and a very interesting scientist there in the same spot, already beating the shit out of one another.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, irresistible. I get it.
True. Anyways, we also learned that Roxanne, the precipice is working for Roxanne. And that's where we ended the session. She left. She bounced. Goodbye.
Yeah.
So, without further ado, are we ready to begin the session?
Yes.
Yes.
Probably.
That's Jesper. Can't do that.
You can't trademark a British accent.
I can trademark a British accent for Jesper.
Show me.
Give me the trademark.
Holy shit.
Out the papers.
Holy shit. Cole, you gotta trademark it first.
I got a what?
You gotta trademark it first.
Oh, well, I mean, she's supposed to have already done it. So. Sorry, I've really sidetracked us with one question.
No.
That is
okay.
What are you writing there?
Nothing. It's already.
Are you sure? Are you sure about that?
I'm going over it again so you guys can see it better. Like, you know.
That's very thoughtful of you.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. I'm just going.
I mean, we were just talking about opportunists, so.
True.
You know, I want to make sure that it's accessible for this.
Yeah.
Okay. Of course.
Yeah, no. So you can see that it is trademarked. British accents are trademarked by me, Liz E. Loops.
It doesn't look very official.
No, it's very official. Look, hang on. No, if you don't.
Where's the little symbol?
No, don't worry about it. Hang on.
Apparently.
Wow, so seems like Liz is.
I just forgot.
I know what's happening.
No, see, look, it's official.
If Liz is claiming to be into forgery instead of art, then that means this is actually Landwitch.
Landwitch.
It's you. We've caught you.
I looked it up, and apparently a trademark was attempted for the British accent.
Yeah.
Was it by Landwitch?
No, it was from a company apparently called The British Accent.
Oh.
I guess so.
Landwitch owns that company. If you go through the money, if you follow the money, it's Landwitch all the way to the top.
Of course. Nobody's surprised. This is exactly what we anticipated.
Are we ready to begin?
Yes.
I think so.
Now that we have made it established that I own the British accent.
No one more responsible.
Allow us to begin session 128. All right. It's not morning, but the sun is out. With the sun comes awakening. Something not everyone does this evening. The air is heavy, the light oppressive. You all awaken to something different. Arden.
That's me.
A door slams. Your ears instantly spring to life, the comforting cocoon of sleep broken as light streams through your window. Are you the type of person who tends to sleep well after, like, a really long day of fighting?
Yeah, I think she just actually consistently sleeps well.
So normally you'd wake up refreshed, without the need for a cup of coffee to kickstart your energy like some other people in the party need. But when you sit up and bask in the sunstreams, it looks like morning. But your body feels like it's been awakened at midnight. It's like shooting up from a nightmare. Your quilt hasn't been disrupted much in your sleep. No, you actually find yourself tucked into bed. The covers are pushed
Oh,
lovingly
I guess my mom
against
did
your
come and
side.
check in on me. That was nice of her.
It's like waking up at home, the way the sun greets you, the way you're tucked in. You can almost smell the flapjacks. But you're not
Heck
home.
yeah.
You're in the archive.
No.
That door slammed shut.
Mm-hmm.
But you remember shutting it before you went to bed. I have to quickly ask something. Where did Arden keep the eye while she was sleeping?
I feel like she basically just lays on top of it.
Lays on top of it?
Like, she puts, like, a little blanket over it and then just, like, pulls it into bed with her, covers it with the covers, like, attached to her so that it can't be stolen. Like, there's a goal here, and the goal is don't let it be stolen.
Then I think you didn't just wake up to the sound of the door slamming.
Mm-hmm.
I think what you also woke up to was a rustling against you, and roll contested sleight of hand with me, actually.
Okay.
I need to go down to my dice arrangement, which I'm gonna quickly show the stream if I can.
And I didn't forget to bring dice upstairs with me this time, so...
Look at that. My little dice arrangement I got going on.
Roly dice. I think it'd be funny if I did really well. Haha.
Me too. All right.
That's true. Oh right, I need to open my sheet. How am I alive? Anyway. Okay, so sleight of hand is dexterity, so I get to add a 5, which makes it a 23.
23.
Mm-hmm.
Also a 23. Roll against me again.
Yeah.
We need that shit.
Okay.
23 again.
21.
If we're...
Two.
I managed to roll an 18 twice.
Excellent.
You press the jar up to your side and you grip onto it. You felt something next to you trying to grab it from you, and you feel your hand brush against something else, but that sensation vanishes.
Spooky. I'm gonna peel my eyes open and look around and see if I can... I guess, because I wouldn't have heard the door slam, I would have just...
Yeah, I'd
felt
say
the
that...
thing, so...
Yeah. You open your eyes. They actually... Well,
Wait.
I'd say that they were open when you were trying to wrestle it away.
Yeah, that's true.
But you didn't see anyone.
Well, definitely gonna have to find an even better place to put this. I am in charge of this person. I'm not gonna let them get kidnapped. Seems like... Or did I do the kidnapping? No, I mean, no, I don't think that counts as kidnapping.
It is at this moment that you hear the door slam. You didn't even know your door was opened.
Spooky. Well, I guess I'll get up with like the jar in my hands. It's still covered in a cloth, so I guess probably this guy has no idea what's happening. But I'm gonna go like to the door and like peek out, you know?
You peek outside. You just see the empty hallway, lights streaming in from the outside. From behind you, you hear kind of like a skittering noise.
Suspicious. I feel like Arden's immediate first thought is, oh, maybe it's a disembodied hand, and so I guess I'm gonna look around for one of those. I mean, I do have dark vision, so I guess I can see.
It is light in your room.
Oh yeah, that's true. The sun's out somehow.
Why is that the first thought?
Because Arden is a 14-year-old.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, so investigation
A rat.
is intelligence, so +1, so I got a 7. Yep.
All right. You got a 7 to
Mm-hmm.
investigate. In total?
Yeah. Yep.
You turn around. Start looking at the room. Probably peek under your bed for a second.
Yep.
Looking for where this could have come from. You're still gripping the eye protectively at this point, right?
Yeah, I've got like, you know how it's like it's in a jar, so I've got like my hand over the top and under the bottom, and then there's like cloth on it still. I'm like, I don't feel the need to wake him up if. Well, okay, maybe I should wake him up, but nah. I don't want to ruin his sleep or whatever.
As you're peeking underneath the bed, your eyes kind of adjust to the little bit of darkness under there, blinking as dark vision stretches out. There's nothing under there, but it's as you start to stand back up that I want you to roll an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. Plus intelligence is +7, so what's the math on that? 23.
23?
Yeah, I had to add 6 and 7 together. Oh.
Lots of 23s.
Well, 16 plus 7.
Lots of 23s.
Yeah, I know, right?
Number of the day.
The number of the day.
What session number is this?
This is 128. It's not 23.
Oh, okay.
Oh, darn.
Darn.
As you stand up, your body jolts backwards slightly unnaturally. Your feet lift off the floor for a second before you're planted back down. Something just tried to move you telekinetically.
Rude. Swipe or no swiping.
As you kind of attach yourself back to the ground, get your feet firmly planted, you hear just a little come on, and then another skittering.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get the rest of the gang, honestly.
All right.
Like, wander out of my room and be like, hey, anybody else awake? I think it's daytime, so... Like, I'm pretty sure it's daytime? The sun's out.
You're walking towards the door?
Yeah. I'm gonna try and go find other folks, you know? The rest of the gang. And I feel like at this point, she's kind of like tucking the jar like under her arm, like to the side, so it's more difficult to get at than if she's just like holding it in her hands.
Does a 19 hit? I think your AC is 19.
No.
No?
My armor class is 21.
Brother.
Okay.
Dang.
Something you feel like one of your braids and such, like just barely some of the strands come out of their braid and such as something flies past you, stabs into the door right next to your head.
Rude. Yeah, I'm opening the door and gonna like shout, hey, there's a intruder, maybe?
Roll contested athletics because whatever is stuck into the door is trying to keep it closed.
Okay. Athletics is strength,
23.
which has a +0, so I got a 12.
No.
I don't have any pluses in athletics.
Brother.
I only have acrobatics. I'm a dexterity build, not a strength build.
You try to at the door handle, and then you start kind of trying to push at the door a little bit more. You feel strain against it. I think from what you can tell of just like how physics work, something at 4 points is holding it against your like one kind of body. So
okay, well then I'll just kick a hole in the door.
Fair enough.
Roll to hit.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to hit a door, which I feel like is usually not too difficult. Let's see. And I guess this is unarmored, so 10, so 15.
15? Okay. You get some splinters flying out. How much damage would that be if it's a kick? It's just martial arts, right?
Yeah, martial arts. So the unarmed is right now a 1d8 +5, so I can pull out a little d8 and then roll it and tell you. There we go. So 4 + 5 is 9.
4 + 5 is 9? Okay. 9 damage.
Yep.
One moment.
I may have to hit it more than once, but I will be putting a hole in this door.
Yeah, I just need to make sure. Okay.
This shit got hit points, don't it?
Yeah, no, doors do have hit points. Like every object.
Yeah, doors have hit points.
Yeah. Okay. So unfortunately that's not enough to break it just yet.
That's okay. I mean, I'll just hit it again. Like, I can whack it more than once.
Yeah.
I'm just kicking it. Like, so I can hold on to the jar. That's why I'm kicking it, not like, you know, hitting it with a hammer.
Roll to hit
which
again.
does feel like it would make more sense. Okay, 18.
18?
Being able to add 10 to those is so...
Yeah. Roll the damage.
Let's see, that's a 3 + 5 is 8.
8. another plank kind of depresses out of the way. There's now a little bit of a hole. Like, no, it's very close to coming off.
Cool. Well, I mean, numero 3, I do get a total of 3 attacks on my turn, so... Yep. I know that's not exactly what's happening here, but at the same time, like, it kind of is.
Yeah, no.
Ooh, I rolled a 20.
Ooh,
another 20.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. I don't actually know what that does to my damage. I think maybe it doubles it.
Doubles it, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see, that's 6 plus 5 is 11, and times 2 would be 22.
22? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It goes flying off the hinges, slams onto the ground. You actually, like, feel, like, as you do that last kick, the weight kind of disconnects from it, the thing that was holding it back, and you hear, like, another skitter away.
I suspect perhaps people are awake now.
You can
but if not, I'm gonna yell. I'm gonna be like, hey, somebody tried to trap me in my room.
Ryder.
Yes.
A couple minutes earlier, you awaken to the following voice. Wake the fuck up! Now, come on! Let's fucking go!
Question real quick. Does this count as a long rest?
Yeah, you have long rest.
Okay, so I'm healed up. Okay.
All
right.
Oh yeah, I was at 1 hit points.
Awaken always, Ryder, to darkness. Walter is pressed against your face, with kind of strands of your undone ponytail, covering him like a makeshift blanket. He kind of groans and curls closer to you, like waving a little claw at the person, like trying to shake you awake right now. You feel exhausted. You have no idea what time it is. You never really do. But you know you haven't slept enough. But a rude awakening isn't exactly out of the ordinary for you, especially from this individual. Why is it always me who has to get everyone up in this place? Ryder, up now. Bring a weapon, stay quiet, remember what I taught you.
Yeah, he'll drearily wake up, just... Oh, wait, what's going on?
People have entered this place. I thought it was supposed to be secure, but no, it's not.
Okay, what's going on then?
I don't know.
That's very vague.
Yes, I know, because I don't exactly know the situation either. All I know is that I woke up, I checked my timepiece, it's midnight, but the sun is out, and people are in here that shouldn't be in here. I can't see them, but they're somewhere.
Okay, that's not a good sign. Yeah. Give me a moment. I'll start to get up.
She looks at you. For, like, as you start to get up, she just goes, grab a weapon. Where do you keep that eye when you sleep?
Always on my side.
Always?
Yeah.
Please tell me you put some invisibility on it.
It's not there?
It's not there.
He'll reach over.
Your door was open. I had a feeling. Fuck. Okay.
We may have worse problems.
Yes, we most certainly do. But for now, I don't know what happens when you don't have that thing on you, so don't touch me.
Real quick, just so I can confirm, who is this?
Praveen.
Okay, I thought so, but I wanted to make sure. I think we have a pretty good idea.
Well, I don't want to see that outcome right now. Just, come on. She opens up the door, and you guys make your way out into the hall, just in time for the door to slam open to Arden's room. So Arden, as you call out the, hey, there's someone trying to keep me in my room, Ryder and Praveen come rushing out of of their room.
Oh, hey guys!
Is that an immediate danger?
What, being trapped in my room? I mean, not anymore. I mean, clearly I busted the door down, but the fact that somebody was trying isn't a good sign. There's somebody in here that shouldn't be, I think. Also, I think they were trying to steal, Mr. Prophecy here, and she kind of, like, gestures towards, the eye jar. She's like, actually, I should probably wake him up. And she, like, takes the cloth off the top.
She takes the cloth, you take the cloth off the top, and you hear from behind you. Let go of my father now.
You should maybe be a little less nonchalant about this.
I
I've been waiting to meet you two for a little bit of time now. Oh, I miss
That's
this
a disembodied
place.
eyeball?
No, I know the eyeball. I've just been waiting to find the person who took him.
Oh, I mean, we didn't really take him so much as he put himself in one of our friends' faces, and was, like, being really mean to her.
From behind you, the invisibility drops. And there's a young-looking girl behind you with two kind of brown ponytails done up, kind of garb that looks something akin to like a plague doctor's, and a giant acidic gash mark down her face. She has a nasty smile on. Eyes are just wide and kind of like there's something wrong with them. They're blank almost. One of them is completely glazed over. They're hidden behind goggles at the moment, but you can just tell. And from her back are 4 giant glowing like appendages. They're green and they have needles at the end of them.
Okay. I'm just kind of like, well, unfortunately, I can't just give him to you because I'm pretty sure he's like basically under arrest. Honestly, I'm not really sure what the deal is, but
I don't care. You're gonna give him to me. Okay?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Roll for initiative.
Oh boy.
Honestly, I think it's a little bit out of spite. Arden's just like, you didn't even ask nicely.
CC, do you mind initiative boying?
If she had come up and been like, can I please have my dad back? Then Arden would have been like, okay, but she didn't say please, and she just tried to theft, so it's gonna be a no. All right.
Presidential alert, the 14-year-olds are fighting.
Okay, hang on, I need to... There's always a number that I need to add.
What the fuck? Nat 20. Get the fuck out of my
I did
house.
get a nat 20. I didn't mean for this.
Sorry, like I said, there's a number that I'm supposed to add to my proficiency.
That would be your dex.
Well, no, there's an extra number I'm supposed to add to my proficiency. I'm almost certain. I think it's on here that I put it.
Interesting.
I can't remember. I know
forgot
that
to add with the actual dex. Okay, it's 9.
Okay, proficiency bonus to initiative. Okay, so I'm gonna have a high number. Let me figure out what this is. It's gonna be... I got a 24. Let me put that
24?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, you got it.
Wonderful. All right, let me know whenever we're ready.
I believe I am.
Are we ready for initiative? All right. So we're gonna start off with the nat 20 for the somnambulist, who is back.
And who Arden has never met.
You have never, neither of you guys have met the somnambulist before. So this is your first encounter.
Yeah, I don't think we know who this is.
All right. So,
we're just like, okay, random child. I mean, Arden's like, I mean, fair enough. I'm also a random child, so.
Okay, so she is going to she's gonna start throwing out her needles. From her back, 2 of them lift her into the air, and the other ones kind of attach to the ceiling, to which she undoes the ones from the floor and just starts. The first one, she is going to try and hit Arden. Okay, that is going to be that doesn't hit. It's just a 20, dirty 20. Okay.
Yep.
You managed to quickly,
I would say Arden does, like, kind of... I feel like Arden would compliment her on the style. She's like, wow, I really like your style, actually. Like, you have a real theme going on here.
Thanks, I like yours too. Unfortunately, you have something that I kind of really need right now, so, I'm not really gonna be nice about
this.
it.
Why do you need him?
He's my dad. You wouldn't want to keep that from me, would you?
Well, but I don't understand why you need it. It's good to spend time apart from your parents. It lets you establish your own sense of identity and grow as a person.
23 to hit. She hits.
Yeah, that does hit.
Yeah. All right. That is going to be... Oh, where's my dice?
Oh.
Squidward. Okay, that is going to be 19 points of piercing damage right into your back. She is going to lift you off of the ground.
Ow.
And
Rude.
what's she gonna do?
I don't know. What is she gonna do?
What is she gonna do? What is she gonna do? She is going to mind drain you. So you are going to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, well, I'm good at those.
Yeah.
Saving throws, my specialty. Monk powers. Okay, let's see. That's well, I didn't roll very well. 4 plus 9 is 13.
4 plus 9 is what, sorry?
13.
13? Okay, unfortunately that fails.
Yeah, I could have figured.
She lifts you off the ground. You begin to feel your head grow fuzzy. You blink a couple of times, but you feel something draining from the back. It comes from your spinal cord through the needle in the back, and you see something like begin to go up those kind of translucent wires attached to her back.
Okay, well, I need my brain fluids, so...
you are going to take 33 points of psychic damage, and your charisma and wisdom are reducing by -1 until the next long rest. Alright, so that is going to be 0 intelligence and +2 wisdom.
Okay.
Okay, that's not so bad.
I guess I ought to keep track of it. I gotta keep track of it.
Alright, so that was 1, 2, 3.
In here, I guess.
Does it keep playing that? Hold on. Just a moment.
Is she done, or is there more?
Nope, there's more.
Okay.
It's okay. Arden can handle it. She's already sleepy from waking up. She's like, Now the only thing on her mind is keep the thing she's holding on to, and the rest of her mind is now.
Yeah, loopy. with her last one, she's going to attempt to needle onto. She's going to try to hit the jar. I think I'm gonna have that against your AC, but she's like, she's aiming to grab onto that. That is a 22. Does that hit?
Yeah, that would hit, yeah. Because I haven't used my monk weapon, so.
It pierces through the glass of the jar on your hip, and she is going to attempt to take it.
I should clarify, it's not on my hip, it's like in my...
Oh, in your hand? Okay, so she has now grabbed onto it with a needle.
It's underneath, it's like underneath my arm.
Okay, well she has like gripped onto it. I'm gonna have us roll contested athletics for this.
Wow, something I'm bad at.
Hey, I'm also pretty bad at it.
Well, yeah, that's not exactly a shock. Oh, I actually rolled a 19 plus whatever my athletics is, which is nothing, so I just get a 19.
Yeah, I got a 17. So you managed to keep holding on to it, and she is just gonna look at you and just go, "Just let go, would you? We can make this so much easier."
Arden, I think because of the whole drain thing, is just kind of like, what? Like, huh? What?
All right, Ryder,
Unfortunately, you have confused her into having only one goal.
Ryder, it is your turn.
Kill this fucking child, Ryder. That's what Praveen would want.
It really is.
Tell me if she wants to kill a child.
I think she does.
She does.
Yeah, probably.
Sorry, my volume went down. Ryder, how far is Ryder from the door that was kicked open?
From the door that was kicked over, I'd say about like 15 feet. It's a pretty cramped hallway.
Yeah. Okay. I think his first question is going to probably just because of the voice and everything, how old are you?
You'd want to know that, wouldn't you, Gramps? I don't know, I've lost track a long time ago. I mean, time doesn't really move exactly the same in other realms. You would know that, wouldn't you? You're a little planeswalker from another place, too. Oh, it's so nice to meet you for the first time. I've heard wonderful things about the Outlands. Wonderful things about the people inside of them. Oh, my friend was telling me about a friend of yours and theirs. About my age or something along the like. I'd love to meet her someday. Maybe you can introduce us.
Okay, well, you see, dodging the question makes me more likely to shoot you.
And why would you do that? I've done nothing to harm you so far. I'm looking out for myself here. You can't blame me for wanting to save someone.
Have you been taking more of these eyes?
That is not a no.
Care about family. Which means I care a little bit about my uncle, too. Can you blame me? I mean, you made it so easy for me.
Oh, now you're picking on the blind guy.
Oh. And what are you gonna do? Shoot me?
Yeah. Ryder's gonna pull out one of his guns.
I mean, it would be rude not to shoot you. That wouldn't be taking you seriously, and I think you deserve to be taken seriously.
Yeah, so true. Worthy opponent.
Okay, well, since
Arden has
this
a
is
unique
close
mentality
quarters-
of, yeah, you gotta take. I would rather be taken seriously and shot at than ignored.
So true.
True.
So true, bestie.
Then I think what I'll do right now actually is just pull out my shotgun since we're at close quarters.
Oh yeah.
And so I'll walk close up so I don't get disadvantage on this.
Yeah.
So 5 feet away, I'm gonna take a shot.
All right. So you slide up like right next to Arden and the Somnambulist, and you raise up your shotgun, cock it right at her face, her already mangled face, and she just smiles at you.
Do it.
I can't see it's mangled, so that has no effect on me. So this is gonna be Dex plus my proficiency. So that is going to be a 22 to hit.
22 to hit?
Yeah.
Let's see if that hits. It hits.
Okay.
Nice. How did I miss with this? I had a plus 10 and I missed like 4 times with this gun.
I was just that powerful.
Alright. So that is going to be, that first attack is going to be 15 damage.
15 points of damage. All right. So
yes.
You take it, aim it right at her face. Flames engulf her face and such, and a ball bearing just sticks like right in there.
I should also say 4 of that was fire damage. I don't know if that matters.
Oh yeah, like it kind of comes out as like a burst of flame and such. It doesn't exactly do much because she doesn't have any resistances or immunities to fire. So yeah.
Okay, yeah. Just in case though.
Please stop doing fire in the archive.
It's fine. It's going into her face, you know?
We're just in a hallway. It's fine. Okay. Probably.
All right, so I think now he's probably just gonna cock it right back, take another shot.
Oh hell yeah!
I can do this 3 times. Why not?
Do it. Kill.
That's a nat 1.
It'd be really funny if we just like succeeded.
Shit.
Oh.
Nat 1.
Whoops. Nat 1. So I'm pretty sure that means my second shot jams.
Yeah. You take it.
How does this keep happening?
I'm really, really bad. I chose to use an online roller this time too.
I'd say that just for like fucks and giggles, that you don't see it, but there is a tiny little needle, like one of her green needles has stuck out and into the barrel of your gun and was blocking that bullet and jammed it. It retracts.
That wasn't really nice of you, sir.
Oh, I'm not done yet.
Good.
Sorry, I just don't think about that.
Yeah, actually, I can switch guns during my turn. So since it does the most damage and I don't get any downsides to freaking being up close, I'm gonna just pull out the sniper rifle, point it straight in her face.
You like step back on one of your hooves and then just like
yeah.
And she tilts her head and goes, "Oh." Right as
he'll swap it out in a smooth motion, and we'll try this again.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, that time it is going to be 21.
21, that hits.
Okay, good. All right. Do that. Please roll high. Wasn't very high. Actually, let me check something real quick. Okay, no. So this is just going to be
Yeah.
10 damage that time.
10 damage? Okay.
Yep.
Something splats against the wall. Like a ball bearing goes like right into the wall, and you see like it starts to bleed. Like where the ball bearing is, it's bleeding on the wall. And there's just a hole like right in her head.
I think what I'll probably do is since I only use 10 feet of movement, let me make sure there's nothing else I want to do with what I can do. Yeah, I think I'll just back up beside Praveen again. So back up that 10 feet. So I'm 15 feet away again.
So, all right, you've just backed up?
Yeah.
You were within 5 feet, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm taking an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm taking an attack of opportunity against you. Yeah, and I am going to try and stick you with a needle.
Okay.
Oh, nat 20.
Ooh.
All right. So that is going to be. Oh, my damage. Dice. Out of your box. Okay, that doubled is going to be 23 piercing damage.
That's not bad.
You begin to back up and kind of like right into your like solar plexus and such. It's just like needle sticks right in there. It doesn't hurt going in, but once it's in, it just feels like draining on your soul.
Okay. I think the last thing Ryder will probably do is just tell her, like, okay, you don't know what happens when I don't have that eye. And I don't think any of us here want to experience that.
So you think I'm dumb, do you? You think that I don't know what's going on just because I'm a kid?
I think you make assumptions, because I never said that.
No.
He's
I don't think I
with
do.
me. I don't think that's exactly why he would make those assumptions.
I think I'm reading between the lines, is all.
No, I think we've never met before.
Oh. Well, I suppose that's right. But I mean, I've watched you. I've met you, you just haven't met me. I know a lot about you. I know you have a little company. I know you have a best friend. I know you have a little, tiny little friend that you care a whole lot about. You care so much about them that you tuck them away in a little bag on your left side during combat, is that right?
Wow. You can see.
I know, and you can't. Haven't been able to from birth. What was it? You were born at the exact same time the Outlands was created? Fascinating.
Yeah, real interesting backstory there.
I know. Isn't it so cool? Oh, and then when you look into the deeper meaning and the philosophies, I mean, I've heard all the illusions made about you. You're some kind of locked box. A door, one could say. You are so interesting. I feel like you and my dad would get along. Real well.
Well, I mean, they've been traveling together, and I don't feel like that's really been all that demonstrably true.
Yeah, you know I don't really care, right? I'm just here to shoot.
Dang. You know, I really
Shoot
thought
first,
you'd be more
ask questions
invested in
later.
yourself. It's kind of just sad for you that you don't really care. I mean,
That's my own journey, though, not yours. Arden, can you please do your thing now?
It's Praveen's turn. I need Praveen to fucking kill her.
Yeah, Arden can't.
No, it is Arden's turn. It's Arden's turn.
Okay, sorry, I got confused. Anyway,
sorry.
I think Arden's gonna try and take the needle out of herself.
All right, sure, go for it.
I assume I can probably do that.
Yeah, you can. That is gonna have to be sleight of hand.
Okay. Woo! And I sleight of hand dexterity. Love it when I can use some dexterity. 15.
15? Okay. Yep. You rip it out from yourself, and it kind of like slinks back to her side.
Oh no, I'm gonna hold on to it.
Oh, you hold on to it. You absolutely do.
There's no reason why I should let go. Can No, never mind. That wouldn't do anything. Anyway, I'm just gonna like. What would be something really silly for me to do with it? I guess, is there like a door next to me?
There is. Yeah, no, this whole hallway is doors.
Okay, I'm gonna tie it onto one of the door handles.
Roll sleight of hand.
Okay, great. And then I get to add 5, so that's a 19.
That's a 19. Oh my god.
Yep,
so you just take it and you tie it around the door handle.
Yeah, I get it out of the way.
Like
and then I'm gonna go. Yeah, and I don't know, how do we do the action economy when it comes to doing stuff versus attacking?
The action economy, we treat it as like a separate thing. It's kind of like another form of bonus action, so you can do like one kind of like skill check thing.
Okay.
And then on top of everything else. That's kind of how
Gotcha.
I run it. Yeah.
All right, because I was just wondering if I could still like punch her.
You can still punch her.
Sick. All right. Well, I mean, at this point, I have the one hand free, so I guess I'll use my warhammer. There's no reason not to.
All right, your warhammer, you
Fuck
unfurl it from your back, and you are going to just slam it into
I sleep with that thing on. Let's
I've
go.
had enough.
And that's
not even
plus
here.
10, so 18.
18,
Does
that hits.
All right. And I think I'm probably going to aim more for where the little needles are coming out of her.
All right.
Just want to try and get rid of them, that's all.
Sure.
Yeah. Let's see, and that's a d10.
All right.
And 6 plus 5 is 11. Bonk.
All right. That's an 11? All right. So you swing it around and such in your hand, and you are going to bring it kind of around to the back, and you slam it into like between her shoulder blades in the back. She lurches forward, like all of the spikes and such kind of like have to readjust how she's holding herself, kind of like in this hallway. And she lets out this like,
Ooh.
I'm getting my spinal fluid. I need that.
And I need my back, so seems we've kind of come to a bit of an impasse
So we've got
here.
this is the fair trade. If you're gonna stab me and drain my thoughts out of my head, then I think I'm allowed to smack your needles around a bit.
Okay, if you're allowed to snap my needles around a bit, then I'm allowed to take my dad.
No, that definitely isn't how that works.
Well, you can hit me a couple of times and we'll make it even. How about that?
No, that wouldn't be even. You'd have to like become my friend or something. I don't know.
Well, I guess everyone told me that life isn't fair. I wish it didn't have to be true. That's the most annoying part of it all.
Right? I mean, I'd love to be friends with you, but clearly you weren't interested. I mean, you didn't even ask nicely, so.
No. I'd love to be friends with you. It's the thing. I'd love to be friends with all of you. It's just, a little bit.
I really don't, actually. Like, I have no idea. Like, I don't know who you are.
And that's the
problem. Like, at all.
Is that you don't. Nor do you. But I know so much about you. That's the problem. Is that everyone has just forgotten about me. I mean, you guys never.
I mean, you could just tell me about yourself.
But they didn't even talk about me.
Well, okay. Tell me about yourself then.
Okay. Well, I grew up in a little place called Tunstead. Back who knows where and when. And that's where, after my brother had a bit of a rampage, I got picked up by my dad. The prophecy.
Okay.
From there, I was doing my normal duties and such as a young, wonderful princess should. I was just doing what I was told. And then...
see, that's where your problem lies.
Your friends came along. And they did this to my face. And
jeez.
And they gave me a curse. And they stuck my head in a bag that yelled at me. And they took my dad from me. And I've been alone ever since.
Well, I mean, you could always just start traveling with us. Like, I don't know if I'm willing to hand your dad over to you just because, I mean, first of all, the guy's... Well, I don't know if I trust him with a child, really. But, I mean, you could be friends. We could travel together. I don't have a problem with that. Maybe the rest of the party would, but...
No, that's not what I care about. I don't need friends. No. What I need.
It's not about if you need friends. Do you want them?
No, I want my family.
Well, traveling with us would fix that too, wouldn't it?
You don't get it. I want them to become
Probably
a part
not, no.
of me. I saw that little thing that happened in, Wolfenshire with one. You swallow a couple of them, get their powers, you can do whatever you want.
Oh, so you want to eat the eyeballs.
Something like that.
Okay, yeah, see, then I'm definitely not able to hand him over to you because, like, I'm kind of his guardian for now, I think, maybe. I'm not sure if that's exactly how that works, but it definitely feels like that's how that works. And somehow I think eating him is probably not conducive to his growth as a person.
He doesn't belong to you.
Well, no, but I'm in charge of him.
No, you're not.
I am for now.
Maybe.
Well, anyway, I guess that means that we do have to fight after all. Little unfortunate, but what
I didn't want to, but anything for a good time.
Is it still Arden's turn?
Right?
Yeah, it is Arden's
And
turn.
I guess Arden will whack him with Warhammer.
Fucking get her.
Okay, so that's a 15.
15, that does not hit. She,
Okay.
jolts out of the way.
Probably fair. I did give her some warning. And then I'll use my unarmed attack.
All right.
And that is a 22.
22. Okay, that hits.
Mm-hmm. And that's
unarmed.
+5. So yeah, and that's 10.
10. Okay.
1 damage. 10 bludgeoning damage.
So you
and
swing
now
your
my
warhammer
AC
to
is
the
23
side.
because I used my Kensei weapon.
As she dodges out of the way, you spin the hammer around and you go right back up and you crack her kneecap to the side and it breaks and it kind of hangs limp in the air and swings back and forth like a pendulum, bleeding now onto the ground. She's being suspended in the air by her needles and she just looks down at it and then looks
So she doesn't need that. It's fine.
Yeah, and just looks up at you and just continues to smile. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Praveen.
Well,
Praveen.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I should use a key point and just attack her again. It feels like that would be appropriate.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'll do that. So then I get an additional unarmed strike. Because. Woo.
Okay.
Okay, and that's.
Are you just for a question? Are you 5 feet, within 5 feet of the somnambulist?
Yeah, I would have to be for whacking her. All right, and that's. So then that makes that 18.
18? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That hits.
Okay. And then since it's an armed strike, that's a D8.
Right. You swing the hammer around and then once
8 damage.
It connects with that knee, it breaks it, and from there you just uppercut into her cheek and more of that that she has bright golden blood that just rips from her cheek onto the ground. Praveen's turn.
Arden chooses not to think about who her mom chooses to.
Praveen, get fucking rid of her.
Yep, Praveen is going to use Assassinate.
Thank you. Thank you, Praveen.
Yes.
This is the one good thing you've done in your life.
Bonus action, planar assault. So she is going to choose a creature within 30 feet that she can see, and next time she hits it with a weapon attack, it'll become force damage, and they will take extra damage from the attack. So they're going to planar assault. Praveen's eyes just lock on. This whole time she's been kind of ushering herself off to the side. You've almost not been able to see her this entire fight because she's kind of kept to the walls and kept very low. And so she is going
probably.
She is going to snap her hand out to the side and one of those soul knives appears, the one that she attacked Ryder with before, and she is going to spin it around, jump up into the air and try to right into the somnambulist's back. That's a nat 20.
Yes.
Praveen kill. With Assassinate
Praveen out here
is going to be an extra 8d6 plus another d6 damage from planar assault. So that is going to be that. And then with the actual weapon damage, times 2. 32 times 2 is going to be 64 points of force damage. As she takes that and just slams it into her back. And Praveena's gonna go, I don't know what the fuck you're on, kid. You're obviously off in some way. And I'd love to help you, but I don't really have a good track record of liking little fucking brats like you. And if you work with that thing, you're good as dead to me. And yeah, because she actually, when I use an assassinate with my soul picks, with my soul knives, the creature has to make a wisdom saving throw, and if I fail, they are stunned for 1 minute.
Ryder's gonna turn his head towards Praveen when he hears her say, I'd love to help.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'd love
Would
to
you
help.
though?
Okay.
Love to hell.
The Somnambulist fails. She is
Let's
stunned
go.
for a
Fuck
minute.
your life.
Oh.
So she can't move and can only speak falteringly. Automatically fails strength and dex saving throws. Yeah, can't attack either. I don't believe. So stunned
great.
for a minute. That is Praveen's turn. She just like extracts her knife from it, flips it back into like the ether and such, just like flips it in the air, it vanishes. And she gestures towards her. Okay, do any of us have any idea who the fuck this is?
Honestly, no, I have no clue.
Ryder?
I haven't been told anything.
Okay.
I think we should take the needles off of her, though.
That seems like a pertinent idea. I mean, I'm down if you're down.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
I still have one
I
in
guess,
my
how
chest.
are they attached to begin with?
They're coming from her back.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we just take a knife and cut them off then, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I think Praveen is gonna look at the one attached to Ryder, and is going to attempt to sever that one, using...
There's one attached to the door.
She's gonna use medicine. We're gonna use medicine to see how we get these off.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
God.
Are we still in initiative?
We're still in an... Oh, yeah. So it's not her turn.
Okay.
It is
It's Ryder's
Somnambulist's
turn
turn.
first.
But
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
she can
right.
do nothing.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't think she
but
can do anything. Nope, she can do nothing.
Because of my one shotgun blast, she does take an extra d6 damage, fire damage.
Her teeth are like grit on the ground as you see some more flames like kind of like go through her veins itself. And she is just on the ground like twitching and such, like obviously full of energy trying to escape. Her jaw is literally chattering right now as she's just looking around with like these wild eyes.
It's just 3 extra damage.
3 extra damage. She just like winces on the ground. Ryder, your turn.
Okay. I suppose I should probably try and sever this. Do you want me to roll medicine?
Yeah, you can roll medicine.
Not that he'd be too smart about it. He'd probably just try and pull
Yeah.
it out. I'll roll anyway. That's an 18.
An 18? Okay. 1 second, I gotta quickly look at something. Just real quick. Just
Okay.
real quick.
It's just like, can we remove these? We're gonna find out.
Yeah, I have to look at something real quick.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm sure there's no way for this to happen, but I want to at least ask, is there any way Sharpay's like sheer rage towards Somni's existence can like permeate the ether for a second just to give like one tip? That's fine if not, but I'm thinking.
Mind to mind communication. I see.
You can just like say like you can just say what the tip you want to give is, and like I'll see honestly if
Yeah.
like
I'm
We'll
really
see.
hoping someone will check her mouth. That's my tip.
I mean, I don't think I would do
I
that.
did actually say she was gonna
naturally.
eat the
Ryder
eyeballs.
would.
I feel like I should check in there for the eyeball she stole from Ryder.
yeah.
She's just like holding them in her cheeks.
Yeah.
The fucking like squirrel right now
Yeah.
just eating them.
Or just like give her the fucking Heimlich.
Oh my god.
We're
I was
behind
actually
her is
wondering
just
about
like a
that. Like,
bowl.
did she already eat the eyeball? I feel like maybe that's.
I'm nervous about the shotgun blast she took to the face, because that's something famously one also was able to do.
Perhaps. All right. So Just clicked on this stream and I'm absolutely in love with the little character icons next to the name. OMG, this looks so cool. Thank you! Hi, welcome to the stream. I'm just gonna quickly go through all the slides so that you can see them. Why not? We got Arden. We got Arrows, who is not played by Morgue, but Morgue is on the camera for it right now. We got Bennie, who is also Morgue on the camera.
I'm everybody, okay? I'm everybody.
You really got this. Cornelius, Lily, who is Cece for some reason, and Ryder. That's our little things. Anyways, so yeah. So what did you get for severing that?
I pulled it out with an 18 for medicine.
An 18. You kind of put like I don't know, how kind of like do you basically find your way, like lead your way to the end of where it attaches to her back. And so like you're there right now. How do you like rip this out?
Oh,
yeah.
I thought I was pulling it out of my chest.
Oh, if you want to do that, you can too.
Yeah, I thought it was
cool.
still attached
yeah,
to
then
me.
you take it out.
Okay. That was my first point of action.
It's out.
Actually, what I want to do is ask the others. He's just going to speak up. Okay, do you guys see the eyes anywhere? Kind of the perfect opportunity, and I'd like mine back.
For those who can see, you don't immediately see it on her person.
I'm a little worried that maybe she's already put it in her mouth to eat it, honestly.
You think
because it sounded like that was her plan, so... so we should probably check that.
I guess Ryder will then continue to ask, and, you know, a natural follow-up question. Does it look like they're in her mouth?
I don't know. Maybe?
You guys can see.
Yeah, but I didn't get that good of a look at her mouth.
Praveen just looks, goes like, oh my god, it's like
these things are like that big, surely.
It's like dealing with a pet. Oh my god. Praveen is like kind of kneeled next to the Somnambulist right now. And honestly, like, we're like, because the Somnambulist is stunned, we can kind of like fudge initiative here a little bit.
Yeah.
So if Arden and Praveen want to check for where the eye is, they both can.
Yeah, sure. I'll look.
All right. Investigation for both of us.
Oh boy.
All right.
And I can't just perceive it. Sad. Okay. 17 plus, I think, nothing right now because it's intelligence, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 17.
17? All right. You just start like kind of scanning her person for the eye at this point. Alongside Praveen.
I am gonna open her mouth. I am gonna pry it open. I do want to check in there.
Yeah, Praveen has gone through every pocket at this point. She's emptying everything out.
Yeah, I'm gonna check inside her mouth.
There's like
I'll be really careful so that she can't bite me. But she is like paralyzed, so.
There's some lint. There's like a couple of potions and such that honestly Praveen is just like, anyone want these?
Sure.
Cool. She slides them over
she
to
doesn't
Arden.
use them.
Yeah, she slides the potions over to Arden, checks through all the other pockets, pulls out a dagger, takes that. She personally takes it.
Man, we're just looting
the corpse before it's
exactly. And then
looting.
like she kind of goes through like every flap of clothes and such. Honestly, just like takes off her fucking boots as well, shakes those a little bit, puts them back on, and just goes, nothing in the pockets.
All right, well, I guess does Arden find anything anywhere else? What's in her mouth?
She's kind of like face down on the ground, and as you go, as you go to like check her mouth, she's like using all the strength as she is stunned to close it.
Oh yeah, definitely it's in there. I gotta get that open.
Can you just like feel her cheeks, see if there's like a bump in there?
Starting to do that.
Poking her cheeks. You know how like you can poke people's cheeks and it kind of makes their mouths like.
Yeah, you do that to the Somnambulist.
I'm gonna try I'm poking her cheeks and then I'm gonna try and like open her mouth because I feel like if she's keeping her mouth shut that hard, then there's definitely something in there. She's
actively growling at you as you do this.
I'm like, look, I can't just let you swallow eyeballs. It's not good.
As you start to pry open your mouth, you actually hear like a gulp, and then you start to hear.
Okay, I'm gonna unironically do the Heimlich on her.
Roll medicine.
Let's
Yeah, okay.
go.
Ooh.
Gosh.
I rolled a 19 plus medicine is wisdom, so plus 2 right now, so 21.
21? Okay.
Dr. Marlowe over here.
You quickly,
Dr. Marlowe.
You turn her over, pick her up onto the ground, and Praveen's like, oh my god, she fucking swallowed it, you are right. And as she is choking, you, like, Heimlich her up a couple of times, and then the eye spits onto the ground. Covered in saliva.
Hey, you want that?
Ryder, go fetch.
Yeah,
Ryder
I
fetch.
kind of need that.
Praveen kicks it over to you at your feet.
Do I still have the jar?
Yeah, you
on my
still have
side?
the jar. There's no eye in it.
Okay, then I guess he'll feel like where it rolled over and just kind of put it back on his side.
Okay, so the somnambulist is now limp in Arden's hand, still stunned. The eye has been taken.
Okay.
I guess while I have her like this, I'm gonna restrain her. Actually, how much control did it seem like she had over her like needle things?
Over her needle thing? She has no control over it right now because she's stunned.
Well, no, but I mean like when she was using them, did it seem like she could untie knots? I mean, I know I tied one onto a door.
It's like it's like limbs.
Okay,
now that I have the eye,
restraining her with them wouldn't be a good idea.
It is Ryder's turn. Let's head to Ryder.
Now that I have the eye, can I use that 18 to sever the thing now? Now that I pulled it out and gotten the eye? Okay.
All right.
Then I'll do that.
Okay. So you're gonna try and sever the cord now?
Yeah.
Cool.
Man, I could have sworn I had a dagger, but I don't think I do.
I think you do.
I thought I did.
Praveen can hand you one.
You can always borrow one, yeah.
Yeah,
I never
Praveen's
right
right
there.
there.
My inventory,
honestly, I think like how do we want to like restrain Snaggers? Like on the ground, face first, like kind of hands behind back, knee on back.
Yeah, I mean, think it makes sense.
She's stunned.
She is stunned, but
quite a while.
It's,
so.
you know, it's good to like, So Arden, you're on top of her, like all your weight onto her. You can see like her hands like tapping, like her fingers tapping the ground. That's all she can move right now, and you just hear like.
I'm like sitting on her. You know how you'll sit on like a misbehaving, sits on top of her.
Sits on top of her.
Is this like, you know, like how you would sit on top of your sibling or something?
I think Ryder's gonna probably bend down to where the somnambulist is, holding one of the cords, and I'll just kind of reach back, like, give me a blade.
Praveen hands you one.
And then I'll just try and snip it off.
All right, with an 18.
Yes.
First cut. You press forward.
Yeah. I'm not deciding for
you. I think he'll pause after that. Just. We're doing this?
I don't know. I mean, we could also. It seems like actually maybe that hurts her. So we could also like, you know how like cats, you have the little caps you put on the claws.
Okay, but she's gonna wake up and still be able to, you know, take those off.
We're running out of time here. She's not gonna be stunned forever. We have to make a decision.
All right, it's
we
just
should
one.
probably tie her up before anything else.
You're holding this tendril in the air. You realize that this, as you're kind of close to the base of it as you sever it, like getting as close as possible. So if you were to feel that area and such, you'd see that it's just flesh. There was no mechanism to get in there. This was a part of her body. This is an organ.
I mean, I figured that at this point.
So you have it in your hand. It's this long, glowing, like, tube with a needle at the end. And as you're holding it in your hand, it kind of begins to change in texture. Feathers sprout from it. You're holding a wing.
Ah.
Unusual. Yeah, I think...
guess she can't get away,
Okay. Literally,
just
like,
on the
wait,
ground,
what
by
the
the way.
fuck?
It's starting to feel a little weird. He's gonna toss the wing to the side and just back up and behind Arden and Praveen.
Praveen just like I guess, yeah, no, it is Arden's turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna tie her up, like, actually.
Okay.
Like,
You're taking a rope?
Yeah, like, I'll use, like, some rope, or, I don't know, I don't think I have anything that's better at it than that. Like, I don't think I have any manacles or anything, so.
Alright.
I'll just use some rope and, like, you know, tie her hands behind her back, and then also, like, take all the, like, pointy things, and just, like, take it, like, you know, like, hold it out, and then, like, kind of start at the top and just wrap the whole thing, like, to try and restrain those two, I guess.
So you're just, like,
and then, like, attach that to her body, like, in some kind of, like, weird attempt to, like...
Yeah, sure. Roll sleight of hand
her hands.
to tie her up.
Okay.
To, like, see how good she's tied up.
To see how good I do.
Yeah, like, basically this will be her escape DC.
Okay, gotcha. Alright, well, I rolled a 15, and the sleight of hand is Dex, so I get to add 5. So that's a 20.
So that is a dirty 20, so her escape DC from this is 20.
Yeah,
and just tie her up
it's nice to be a monk sometimes, you know.
Yep. Yeah. So you get her tied up in like a fine rope and such, and just like you tie it like Boy Scout and like Girl Scout tie, not perfect.
I'm like, you're not getting out of here.
She is still.
Sorry, bestie.
She's screaming. Her feet are like twitching. She's obviously coming out of stun. Praveen just looks down. Is that your turn, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay. Praveen is kind of looking down. So, where do we go from here?
I don't know. Does the archives have like a cell?
A prison? God,
I don't know.
Not.
What are you supposed to do? I don't.
I'm just saying. If she's after guys, and if she's daughter of one of those things, obviously working with them, we could remove a variable.
Arden just looks at her really confused.
We could kill her, is what I'm saying. Oh, you guys hear
I mean, that, I don't know, that feels a bit rude.
So is
I try not to kill people if I don't have to, you know?
I'm just saying, if we think about this, would it be safer for everyone?
Why don't we find the others? I mean, I'm sure there's someone...
This feels like more of a group decision, and I'm definitely not, like, pro-murder, so...
Yeah, fair enough. Guess we don't really know what her deal is.
No, we really don't.
I'll go fumble around, try and find someone. You guys make sure she stays put?
Yeah. I'll keep sitting on her.
Works for me.
I think... Am I allowed to have Ryder leave the room and go search?
We're out of initiative right now. She's tied up, Somnambulist is. So you can start searching around.
Yeah, that's what
tied
Ryder's
up and sat on.
All right.
The prophecy's just like been sitting here the whole time. Does he have any like input on this? Like
prophecy is quiet in the jar.
He's also feeble-minded,
I'm like,
so.
Yeah, he's
I feel like I'm like, is this really your kid?
Precipices. Okay. Too many P names.
Yeah.
What are you saying? Sorry.
Right. Well, I was gonna say like I'll kind of like shoot him a look like is this your kid? Like.
The eye is staring at the Somnambulist just quietly. Somnambulist is looking back at it, and still just like.
Okay, what Ryder's gonna do is...
as we're sitting here, Arden's probably just like, you know, if your kid wants to like eat you for power, I think you did something wrong.
All right, Ryder.
He's pulling out Walter to put on his shoulder, to kind of help him see if there's anyone as he's walking around.
Right as you pull out Walter, from that spot that Somni like specifically pointed out he was in, you hear once again just like. Right. She doesn't do anything, but she just laughs.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. I don't really know how that's funny, but okay.
Is he in there?
All right. You head out. Down the stairs.
Did he come out?
Ooh, Walter? Yeah.
Damn it. Yeah, okay.
Yep. Walter's there.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's suspicious, but alright.
I think she's just like, ha, I guess right.
Yeah, pretty much. She's weird. You start to head down the stairs, looking for anyone.
Yeah.
No one seems to be in the big building, or like the main building of the archive. But the door leading outside, Walter chirps towards it as you kind of feel your way around. It is opened. And you definitely hear talking from outside.
Okay, he'll push through.
Hey, a little help in here.
Do I recognize the voices?
Yeah. But first. Sharpay.
Hi.
You've been gone this whole session. Hey,
I have. I'm here.
I'm so sorry. It's been like an hour.
No worries, no worries.
All right. It's midnight, but the sun has been shining ever since Roxanne left. It took a minute or so for
How incredibly normal.
It took a minute or so for Milenko and Jesper to return with Lee. In that time, the Dark Star spell vanished and was replaced with sunbeams on what lies before you. Veldrin's hand is still held, shaking in the air from his counterspell. 9th level. He's staring at you. His eyes are wide. You see fear in them. As he looks at you all. This is the first time you've seen him bleed. Not even in the time loop had he ever. His blood is black and oily. It shimmers like a rainbow. You see runes inside of it. And as it spills onto the ground from near infinite areas, you see how his casting arm is shriveled and burnt into char. It sparks almost mechanically with Arcana. His cape is burnt. The clock pattern that's always spiraling is warped. It's moving in fractals in unnatural ways. He just drops to the ground and starts... This is pretty much just before Milenko and Jesper and Lee show up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just you and Lily.
Yeah.
Lily, who is totally here.
Yeah. Right. May I ask about Elian?
You may.
Yeah.
But currently his body is obscured by Veldrin.
Yeah. Definitely the first thing she does is I'm pretending Lily is here, though I'm just gonna treat Lily as an object right now. Because definitely the first thing she does, she sees Veldrin and just does not give a fuck and just stares past him and is probably gonna like kind of pull Lily by like the front of the shirt, just like, come on, Elian.
Lily follows and just goes like, yeah. And you guys, as you're like next to Veldrin and such, he just is staring at you, and you catch out of the corner of your eye, feathers are sprouting from him, rapid and intense, and his bones are cracking and popping. His back is lurching, spine snapping. His shoulder blades begin to unfurl. You think you can see his lungs through his back.
Sir? I mean, kind of like pushing Lily in the direction of Elian and like, you know, letting her handle that because she's blind. She can't see this. So Sharpay is going to be the one to deal with it. Just like, Veldrin.
Greater restoration would be great soon.
Okay. Are Lee and Jester here now?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. I don't have that. That Eros has that. My other. Okay.
Is Eros here?
Lily's hands are next to Elian's. Veldrin actually pushes himself out of the way. He kind of drags himself to the side. His bones are still popping out of their sockets as he does. You see his arm kind of roll back into an impossible position. He closes his eyes and urges his body to push him forward. Elian's eyes are gray. His whole body is in black and white. His veins are black.
Yeah.
You do not sense this, but Lily does. Every second, his weight against the ground is lighter. The door slams open behind you, with a crack of thunder sounding off behind it. Two long sleeves fly adrift in the morning wind. Lee slides next to Elian. Jesper gasps from behind you, scooping up Milen and shielding her eyes. Lee just looks to you all and just goes, "Open his mouth, yes."
doing that.
He reaches into their pouch, unveiling a small golden vial. He grabs Elian by the side of the head. You hear a sound akin to sand being crushed. Lee tips the potion inside. You see his black veins grow gold. Elian. Hello? You got hit by some bad magic? You're going to need a quick greater restoration before we can get you up, but not to worry. We got you. You'll be alright.
Yeah, so we need 2 greater restorations.
Yeah. Beldrin needs one too.
Beldrin. Nice. Okay. He pulls like Sharpay and Lily like slightly like their heads to the side and like ushers them both to turn around. Do you?
I mean, yeah.
I just used a lifeline potion. It's an old curse war technology that I keep on hand just in case. It gives people 10 minutes of life, or they die again. Unless you can get greater restoration.
Okay.
Can we just, like, go wake Eros up or something?
Yeah, fucking Eros, wake up.
It is at this moment that Ryder bursts through the door as well.
We have a child.
Jesper turns around and just goes, okay, you're awake. So is everyone waking up again?
We have issues.
As do we. What's going on?
Okay, there's a tiny child trying to take our eyes. Not our eyes. Sorry. Trying to take the eyes.
Describe the child. Name, maybe?
Jesper looks
Short.
at me.
Says the prophecy's her father.
Fuck. Okay, everyone inside now. Is it safe to move him, Lee?
Yeah, it should
Referring to Elian.
Yes, let's go. He looks over at Veldrin. Well, old friend, I'm going to need you to hold on to this as long as possible. Veldrin he already has a hand to his chest and he's casted Alter Self. You see the feathers shunt into his body, but they're now bleeding from the orifices they came out of. I'll try.
Yeah, we gotta get Eros. Eros is the only one not here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone head inside.
Does he count?
Yeah.
He counts.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably go back.
Everyone heads inside. Up the stairs.
Arden is sitting on top of the other. There's 2 children in the hallway.
Yep. So you're sitting on the somnambulist.
Mm-hmm.
Praveen is kind of against the wall. Jesper comes up holding Milenko. Kind of leads Ryder up as well. And then up the stairs, like Lee, Sharpay, Lee bring up Elian. And Veldrin just stalks behind, trailing blood through the house.
Okay, God. She probably, she glances at Arden sitting on Somnia, is like, nice work. Is Eros awake?
Thanks. He can be.
I would like him to be.
Okay, then wake him up. He's in that room, I think.
She'll do that.
Yeah.
Whatever room he went to
You
sleep
slam
in.
open the door. Wake up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's this all over again, where she just like slaps him awake, just like,
wake
it's
up.
that time to come.
Yeah, you most certainly wake him up.
Yeah. She probably, honestly, since he's like a cat and slow to wake up, she probably just like hefts him like up over her shoulder, just like, okay, it's greater restoration time again. I know you're tired. Gotta do this.
Sorry, bestie. You're basically just our portable greater restoration.
I think that Eros... Would Eros have... Okay, hang on. What?
Well, if we long rested, then everything
Eros has been fucking asleep.
But I'm just making sure that greater restoration... I'm looking at the spell slots is what I'm looking at. So greater restoration is a 5th level spell. They should have more than one. If not, they can go up because they're fully...
I see.
They're bard and like 2 levels paladin. Or not paladin, cleric. Okay. They should have enough for 2. So I think Eros is gonna look between Veldrin and Elian and just like gonna guess those 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Greater restoration on both. Lee looks at Elian and just goes, "You okay? There we go. That must be feeling much better. Okay, we need to spare the dying now."
Sharpay like
yeah,
other hand
unfortunately,
Lily, like
Lily smacks spare the dying. Elian. Okay, now you're going to stay awake, okay? You're going to keep your eyes open. We are going to have a nice conversation, okay? You're all good. You're all good. He's rubbing Elian's back gently.
Everything's
Eros comes over. Greater
fine.
restorations, Veldrin. Veldrin slumps over to the corner, sits down, head in hand.
Yeah, that seems fair. Arden's just like, what happened to you guys?
Let's talk about it all together in a room.
Let's talk about that.
Down.
Dude.
True.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Is Veldrin good? Is he like able to get up?
He's in the corner. He's looking at the ground. He glances up. It's obvious he's cognizant. Like, he can participate in the conversation, but he's quiet. He's waiting. He's waiting.
Okay.
You need a hug?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
Sharpay probably
Well, I probably couldn't give you one anyway because I'm busy. You know, sitting on this other child who showed up out of nowhere.
She's still, like, writhing, but she's gone mostly quiet.
Okay.
So, like, do you guys know this?
Yes.
Do you guys, like, know her?
We know her.
So, we had 2 intrudes into the archive. Oh, okay. Well, remind me to not take down the ward. For any
That
reason.
sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anywhere maybe more comfortable we could all sit just there? With like couches and stuff.
I mean, there is the living space downstairs. We could all head in there and have a nice discussion.
I think that would be nice.
I can put the kettle on, something like
Do you
that.
have any rugs that you don't really care about?
I mean, I do happen to enjoy most of the rugs. I purchased them at
Okay,
nice
or like
craft fairs.
blankets. I'm just thinking that like to
I mean,
hold
most of
her
the
in
things
place.
I quite enjoy. No, I totally understand that. Though we can sacrifice a quilt or 2. I don't mind.
I mean, we don't know for sure that they'll be ruined, but you know, I figure it's better to use one you don't care
It's a
about.
likelihood.
Yeah, it's not.
I would just say head down to the middle lobby, and I can procure a quilt.
I just figured it'd be easier to get her around if she couldn't wiggle so much.
I mean, we could always levitate her. That's always an option.
I just meant more that like I'm worried if I'm not sitting on her, that she'll be able to escape.
Well, do we have anyone larger who could sit on her? I don't know.
Sorry.
I don't
Arden
know.
just shrugged. She's like, well, we should just. Do you have somewhere to like put? I mean, do we want her to be there for this conversation?
I'm not
I feel
exactly
like maybe...
sure who this is, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know who it is either. I mean, apparently everybody else here knows,
I want her to
but
be there.
I don't.
Okay, so she's involved in the conversation and obviously involved in all of this. Wonderful. I'll procure a quilt. Jesper
Thank
heads
you.
off and grabs a blanket. Everyone starts heading down
Yeah,
to the middle
I mean,
levels.
Yeah.
Arden's gonna roll the somnambulist in the blanket like a burrito, and then like maybe wrap another rope around the outside, and then just kind of like pick her up and like put her on her shoulder. He's just gonna carry her around.
Praveen walks over. She's gonna do the same thing she did to Ryder that one time and is gonna stick a soul blade into her throat and not make it physical yet.
Hmm.
And she's carried
Arden just
downstairs.
looks at it with wide eyes. She's like, "You can do that?
You learn a lot of things.
That's
when
the
you
most
lived as long
effective
as I
threat I've
have.
ever seen. That's pretty cool."
Thanks. Come in handy. They all head downstairs. And you guys all find yourselves on some couches.
Yeah.
I guess, like, who is
Everyone
sitting
else
where
here
and
is
with,
like,
who is sitting
Yeah.
where and with who?
The way I'm imagining this setup is that Sharpay probably helps kind of like bring like some of like the couches and chairs and stuff that are on the outskirts into like a circle, and she wants to stand in the center and just pace around.
Oh my god! I'd say
Arden is
that
gonna put the somnambulist like on the couch, like she's sitting, but you know, still
Sit
wrapped up
on
in a
top.
blanket, and then
Yeah.
just kind of like sit directly next to her and like kind of like, you know, like arm around her, like hold her in place.
Praveen is sitting on that same couch and such, just like hand right next to that soul blade, ready to activate it whenever. Veldrin's standing in the corner at this point. Elian is like breathing heavily on a love seat. Lee is sitting on like the kind of shoulder of the love seat, just like rubbing his back a little bit, trying to make sure that he stays conscious. Jesper is kind of sitting in like one of his armchairs and such, with Milenko in his arms, and is just looking around at everyone, just like.
God.
I gotta say, I think the Praveen Somnambulist Arden like grouping has got to be the funniest one. Like, it's so funny to me.
Yeah. Really quick, I think Sharpay would leave the circle for a second to go over to Jesper and just whisper something in his ear. What IDM do about?
Yep. Jesper looks to the ground for a moment and is going to cast message back to you, and is just gonna go. Certain? I can.
I would appreciate that.
If this says anything bad about your colleagues, you're all right with that getting.
Yes.
Jesper.
We're going to learn so many things.
Jesper covers his mouth and goes. That's his verbal that's his verbal part of the spell he is casting now.
Yeah. And she's gonna step away from him, nonchalantly, and she's gonna go over to Veldrin just like, hey, you sure you don't want to be sitting down for this? We can get you a quilt. I think you should rest.
He walks over to a chair and sits down. He's
Good.
watching everyone like a hawk.
That's
very tense
probably
in here.
fair.
Yeah. She goes back to standing in the center. It's like, okay. Let's start, because I don't know what happened with Somni over here. Let's just start with what happened to me.
Did she introduce herself? I don't remember if she introduced herself.
She did not.
Okay. Oh, so that's her name.
Yes.
Lee
Here's
actually
what
has
happened
been focusing so much on Elian on this point that he hasn't even noticed Somni is here. So he looks over and just goes like,
oh fuck.
keeps rubbing Elian's back.
Yeah. Sharpay sees this reaction, but she's just taking it one thing at a time. Here's what happened to me tonight. I woke up in the middle of the night. I saw your door, Arden, open and slammed shut. I saw someone running out of it. I saw a silhouette that I didn't see who it was, and I heard yelling and argument through the window. Elian and Veldrin, Elian Dever and Veldrin Voller,
Veldrin
were arguing. Please work with me, Veldrin. We're arguing. Elian seemed to be under the assumption that Veldrin has been using enchantment magic on potentially all of us for an indeterminate amount of time, and that perhaps even Veldrin took the extra mile to kill William's mother due to information about Charlie Abel that he didn't want to be spread. This resulted in a confrontation. Elian was the aggressor first. Veldrin fought back, threw a fireball. And when I went to follow the figure that came out of Arden Larlo's room, I quickly realized that it was her mother, Roxanne Larlo. I've seen her before.
Oh, so Mom did come and check on me. I guess that's not that much of a surprise.
Yes, she did. She did.
your mom.
I've seen that woman before. When we were...
Presumably? I mean, I guess it could technically have been somebody else pretending to be her, but that seems a little unlikely.
She looked like you. She was an Azamar. I've seen her before.
She's a human.
She's a human. She's a human. Never mind. She's not an Azamar. She's a human. I've seen her before when she was taken out of the boat when we were, on the ride with the false Hydra. She was taken out of the boat.
Praveen knows that Ryder can't see it, but she glances towards Ryder when they mention Roxanne being on the boat.
Yeah. She caught a ride with the precipice. So I followed her. She seemed very unwilling to talk to me and teleported me into the cellar, I suppose, where I found Lily Lenovel and Jesper. What's your last name again?
Vitrick. Yeah,
Thank you.
Veitrik, and there's a couple of umlauts and other things in there. I'll write it down.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I found them in there. I don't know what they were doing in there, but we were all trapped down there now. Lily turned into a gas to get out of the cellar. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but once Jester got his daughter to let us out, we followed her out there, and I found Roxanne Marlowe attempting to finish the job on both Veldrin and Elian at once. It was messy. I was off my game, I admit. Nobody died. Elian is fine, Veldrin is fine. They will be fine. Roxanne teleported away. She's gone. This is where we are now. I'd like to know what happened with you, Arden, and how she got here.
What, my
Pointing
mom?
to Somni.
Oh, Somni.
I'm curious about that too. Tell me about Somni first.
Well, honestly, I woke up because she was trying to steal the prophecy, who she says is her dad. But she was trying to steal the prophecy. Luckily, I kind of just sleep on top of him because I'm worried about him escaping. Anyway, and, you know, when I noticed that, I was like, okay, concerning. And I think maybe she was invisible because I couldn't see her, and I looked. I thought maybe there was like a disembodied hand loose in my room for a little bit there, but I guess it was probably Somni. And then I tried to leave the room, but the door was stuck. So I just broke the door. I'm really sorry about that. I didn't want, and she like directs us towards.
That's fine. I really don't mind.
Okay, yeah, but I can help replace it later. But anyway, so I broke the door down and then kind of yelled to see if it would wake anybody up who could come. I don't know. I mean, I was stuck in my room. I didn't want anybody else to be stuck in their rooms. So, and then Ryder showed up and we fought her a little bit and talked with her a little bit. And then Praveen paralyzed her and. Well, to be honest, we were going to try and remove her weapons, but it turns out that they're, like, flesh. So instead, I just tied them all up and then tied them to herself.
Oh, also she was trying to eat the eyes.
Oh, yeah, she did say she was going to try and eat the eyes for, like, power, I guess.
She attempted to swallow one, but choked on it.
Yeah, so then we did, like, a little bit of a Heimlich, so she spit it out.
I feel the need to say, I woke up right when the sun came out. Instantly. I heard Ryder's door close. Obviously went to go check on it. It was left unlocked. I had a feeling it was locked in the night, though. I had a feeling something was off, especially because I saw Arden's door. A little bit strange. Woke him up. That's when we both got ready and found Arden in the hall. Ryder and I. She stole Ryder's eye. That's the one she...
Yeah,
nobody's noticed anything weird, right?
Well, everything is weird right now. The sun.
Okay, besides, like, you know.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Ryder, I guess maybe you wouldn't know, but it's like midnight and the sun is in the sky.
Okay.
Which is unusual.
Yeah, I think Praveen did mention that.
Yeah.
She? Okay.
Is that all?
To my knowledge, yes.
That we've noticed.
Okay. We'll figure that out later.
Okay.
That seems fair.
While we're at it, I suppose I should say the Somnambulist here. We've met her before in the Feywilds. She was a close confidant, I guess I could say, to the prophecy. We fought her alongside one in the Feywilds. It was a problem. I've been informed that she gained a curse after her confrontation with us. That's what happens when you attack us.
It is?
Well, it is
just
like,
it is?
Which,
know that.
you know, considering she was working with the prophecy for however long, it's kind of surprising that it didn't happen already. I think I should say, I know Somni isn't like saying anything, but I want to almost imagine that like Arden has like a hand over her mouth or something.
Every so often she's giggling.
Okay.
Yeah, Arden's not like gonna try and stop her from talking, but
like I should mention for just the general common good that I saw what swallowing the prophecy did to one, and we have done you a very big favor, Somni.
You also almost choked on it.
She did?
Yeah.
That's really
So,
funny.
I mean, maybe you would have just died. I don't know.
Just so we're very clear, it's a terrible idea. One died weeks before we defeated him in the prophecy. It was only the prophecy left when we were done. Just so we're clear. Is there anything else on your end that you want to bring up?
Arden just kind of shrugs. She's like, I mean, not really.
All right.
Are there bigger issues? Because,
Yes.
I mean, you can go over those.
Yeah. Just want to make sure we're getting everything, because I don't know what happened on your end of the situation, so thought I'd ask.
Yeah, we'll get to what might have happened.
Okay.
It can
Well,
wait. It can wait.
okay. She glances towards Valdrin and just kind of like gives him the look of like if he's ready to engage with the conversation. Hello, Valdrin.
Hello.
Do you mind if I come out with a big whammy?
What you think is right?
Did you kill Weather?
I put him out of his misery.
Could you elaborate?
While working on the document that you guys had requested a while ago, I was working closely with Weber Williamson alongside the other scholars working Elian. It was during this time that Weber had a loose end he wanted to figure out. Well, I had an answer. He knew I did. It was a long and arduous conversation, and I informed him of the risks of me telling him. He accepted them. He accepted the risk that knowledge gave, and I gave it to him. I told him that I would watch and make sure he was safe. I failed in that regard. Because quite frankly, I didn't think that there would be another wizard as strong as I. For years, I've been the only one, my power level. My whole life I've been. Second to the gods, I was. So unless a god interfered, he would have been fine. Unless someone was smart enough to get through every contingency, every backup. I found him in his bedchambers, half dead. Peculiarly enough. He seemed a little shriveled, in a way that I see myself now. Begged me to put him out of his misery, so I did. But I don't know who tried to kill him until now. I covered my tracks because I knew Elian would have been able to see my magic signature body. But the other person had covered their tracks too. Their signature wasn't on it. Unfortunately, I was a fool for underestimating how smart my friend Elian is. I understand if you don't want to believe me. but I'd take care of the people around me. He told me in his last moments that he knew having that knowledge made it too dangerous for him to be alive anymore. He was tortured, and he couldn't defend himself. He didn't give anything up. So he told me. But he didn't think he could hold on to that information for much longer and told me what I needed to do. Did it. A good friend would.
I see. I see. Thank you. That's very insightful. Roxanne, I'm presuming, is the wizard in question here.
He looks at Arden.
Arden just kind of like, I feel like she's kind of like she looks sort of, she doesn't really look surprised. Like, it's not something that surprises her, but she looks more like maybe disappointed, like a little, you know, like in the sense that, like, you know, teens will be like, ugh, fucking typical, you know, with their parents, and that's basically like the look that she has on.
This place,
you know, like, not exactly surprised, but like, clearly not, like, I mean, it's not like she knew beforehand, but now that she has her, she's kind of like, yeah, fucking figures.
He looks at her and just goes, this place was covered in wards. Protected. You're not supposed to be able to find out about this place unless you work here. How Lee got me in, that's how Jesper got you in. So unless someone let her in, she couldn't have found her way here. Same with the scenarios.
Arden's like, I didn't let her in. I mean, I told her I was okay. I wasn't gonna let her think I had, like, died out in the ocean somewhere.
Did you use a magical device to contact her?
Yes?
That would do it.
Oh. I think maybe I need to learn some more things about magic.
That's all right. I've been studying it for my whole life. My thousands of lifetimes, and I still don't understand it. Quite frankly. It's fine. I don't blame you. I won't say a word about your mother, but I have a question.
Don't worry, lots of people don't like her. It's probably fair.
Oh, well, I'm on that list then.
Yeah, are we airing things about...
She's like, yeah, I mean, you know, it's a long list.
Are we airing things about her right now? Is this a good time?
Of course.
I think it's the best time.
Okay, yeah, you know that eye was given? Yeah, I found out it was her mom.
Oh, huh. Man, I mean, I know she has her fingers in a lot of pies, but... Martin's like, I'm learning so much about my mom today.
So that eyeball that you had hold of this whole time, right? That was from Arden's mother?
Voice sure matches.
Can confirm the appearance match, too. Ravine speaks up.
Interesting.
Yeah. She looks at Ryder. So have you miraculously remembered everything?
Yeah, I think most of it, on the boat. It didn't come back to me, but I was told and sort of found out.
Good. I was sick of everyone looking at me like I didn't know what I was talking about. So this is a mess.
So related to that thing I said I'd get to later, figured we'd probably do the, you know, interpersonal stuff first, though.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a good thing to do.
Yeah, is there... I mean, I'm very curious, let me think. Is there anything else right now? I mean, it's worth asking Veldrin because Elian had the presumption. I'm not necessarily accusing you. I understand that there's a lot in this situation, but have you ever used enchantment or memory modification on our party?
Jesper puts his foot on the ground and casts Zone of Truth. and looks up and nods. Veldrin looks down. He's not going to fight it. Yes.
Could you elaborate?
If I do, then I'll have to do it again.
Doesn't work on me anymore.
Never liked wish spells. Never worked out well for me. After the Feywilds, you all came to me and asked me some questions. Bennie asked me about wings, and you asked me about the Pantheon. I told you more. But then I realized how big of a risk that put you in.
I see.
Because I saw how close you were to one of them. And in a sense, I couldn't let you find that out. Because if you did at that point, it would have killed you instantly. Came for you all not short. And I couldn't do anything except smile and wave. I erased you all and I fled to go look at my own archives, to find those files that Bennie asked for. I knew you guys had to stay close to it as possible. Couldn't let you know that I knew. The only problem is, decided it was a good idea to erase it from myself as well.
Well,
a contingency plan.
If it's a killing me instantly kind of information, I understand the decision.
Knew you would. I kind of need you all alive.
I'm guessing, I could be wrong, but does this have to do with the one who lies, or another one?
I suppose we'll call it that, yes.
Yeah.
It does.
I see. Interesting. That's something that has been frustrating me for the past however long, because we've been getting a lot of, accusations recently, and perhaps not entirely unwarranted, that we are closer with the Pantheon than ever. Writer's Eye, the prophecy.
Yeah, I mean, we are carrying a significant number of them around, aren't we?
And you'd think, because they're in jars and not people, that it's like we captured them, but the prophecy tried to install itself into Lily's head. The precipice helped us out of the dead zone on the boat. And I've been trying to work out why that is. Because it's like they want to be close with us. I suppose in a way maybe it's, easier to join us than beat us. I'm flattered by that, but it bothers me how our reputation has been a little tarnished. I don't appreciate that.
Ryder's gonna speak up at this moment. Okay, now might be a good time. So I've learned on the boat that taking this thing off my side may or may not create dead zones. Which is not something I want to happen. But
fucking hell.
I think that the precipice there had a plan. And me losing the eye was not a part of that plan.
Okay.
And
that's why you said that.
Who took that eye from you the first time?
Well, the first time it happened, it was one.
And that guy, completely off the rocker, was not following what was happening with the Pantheon. Think we can agree.
Okay.
forgot what I forget what happened the second time. Really, how we lost it then.
I think that was the only time so far. The second time was right
Oh.
now.
Well, I mean, there was a thing
well,
with Miranay, right?
Huh?
Wasn't there a
well,
thing with Miranay?
Well, what about the
no?
dead one on the boat? I thought.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
on the boat. Yeah, because the false Hydra took it from you for a second.
Okay,
And then you
okay.
touched Miranay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
That was what I was trying to figure out.
That was Miranay, and then the third one was right now with Somni.
Yeah. Okay. So, since it was taken from me earlier, I have an inkling that might be what the sun being up at midnight would mean.
Okay.
So we might be in a dead zone right now?
I mean, that's what I've been led to believe so far.
Well, I guess it's better than the sun secretly being, like, evil or something. Although I guess
have
that's
some
not
bad news
necessarily
about that.
out of the possibility.
Okay. Thank you for letting us know that, Ryder. So, there's that. We have Roxanne being your mother, obviously Arden. We have
Yeah.
Eros.
I mean, I don't know if that
her.
is new information, but
Yeah, that just
maybe
just
what
so we
she's
have
up to
everything in
is-
order.
yeah.
There's Eros Schrodinger, who is not currently in the room to talk. He's very tired, but he...
I mean, we do keep having him cast Greater Restoration over and over.
We do, and we appreciate
Okay,
that.
MVP.
There is someone I've wanted to talk to for a little while. Praveen has her arms crossed. General Jets.
Benny?
He's here.
Benny awake?
But
He wakes up in the corner, like, ugh.
Benny is not in the room yet, but this is just like Praveen shoving it out there.
Also, hi again, guys.
Hi!
Hello! We're having a serious talk.
We're having a serious
I'm
talk.
enjoying it. It brings back good
Yay.
memories.
Oh, Morgue.
No.
No.
Oh, did
All right,
my
there you are.
video go?
You're good.
Okay,
All right.
good. I mean, I know my internet can sometimes, like...
Feels like we're missing threads here. We most certainly are. We most certainly are. So where do we go from here is my question. What
That's a good one.
do we glean from all of this? Is there a through line? Anything? Does it
Should we
mean
be,
anything?
like, talking about this in front of... You know...
I mean, we kind of... Sharpay corralled as many people as were interested into the room because she wanted to have, like, a group of witnesses.
Yeah, you knocked on everyone else's doors, and, like, most people kind of stayed in there. Bennie didn't respond.
The through line, I suppose, is that, you know, also with the prophecy attempting to install itself into Lily, and
I do
whatever
actually
is going
agree
on.
with Arden here. Should we be talking about this with the child? Just kind of...
I'm sure she
I mean, I
has.
wasn't even necessarily referring to the child as, like, we also have, like, all the Pantheon members with us right now, too.
In
Well, not all of
attendance.
them, but, you know. But, you know, there's a significant number of them in attendance. Like, should we be
That's
Should we
something
be
I
doing
want
this
to
in front of
be
them?
very clear about.
I mean, I don't know. They might already know, though, so maybe it doesn't matter.
That's exactly my point. They've always known. I have known for a very long time, ever since Wilfred. Feels like it was years ago. It was earlier this year. He realized that the precipice was using him to spy on us. And that did not bother me because I knew that, you know, it wanted to make him feel guilty about being around us. We're weaker, separated. And if it wasn't him, it would be quite literally anybody else. The Pantheon watches. That is what they always do.
BRB.
Their eyeballs. Oh, hello. Hello. Whoa.
What if we found a vault? Or
A what?
somewhere to place them?
That is the plan. I would say that exactly at this moment, but we have a plan for that. But I'm just saying in general, they have always been watching. And I think that attempting to hide has done us quite a lot of bad.
Yeah, I mean, they are literally eyeballs, aren't they? So
Yeah, it makes sense thematically.
yeah.
You can't blame us, though. They don't have ears.
You have a point. But
I'm just saying, vision isn't everything.
I understand.
That's true.
You're kind of right about that, but maybe they have little holes in the sides or something.
I mean, we could check.
I actually am curious.
I'm just gonna like gently grab the prophecy and like pull them out of the jar and then like kind of turn it on the side. Like, does it have ears?
Lucy isn't here to confirm. No. Send us a sign. Does he
Send us
have
a sign.
ears? Does he lips?
What? It's all
Good to
good.
know. Oh gosh,
We're
that was a
just,
bad
it'll
idea.
take us a while for us to, I mean, we could also like cross-reference the various eyes and see if there's like a commonality that could be ears.
Keep posing. Oh no, it's just one arm. Never mind.
Does he have ears? Does he lips?
Bird ears are messed up. I don't like looking at these.
They're just holes.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you guys on about?
Does the
Oh,
frog
the
have
eyes.
ears?
No,
Does it have,
No,
like,
it
little
doesn't
holes
have
in the side?
ears. No, it doesn't
Okay.
have holes. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway,
Okay, so we check really
I think-
thoroughly, and
okay.
only once we are like, yeah, okay,
Because-
there's definitely no holes.
when Ryder said like maybe a vault, the somnambulist just starts cackling. Just.
Yeah, I don't think a vault is gonna do much good, honestly. Probably better to just carry them around. I mean, who would guard it? We'd have to guard it. We'd have to be there like all the time, which would suck. So
We did have a plan. Her being here complicates the plan.
Yeah. You guys did have a plan, didn't you?
Yeah.
I remember when you got access to that plan. It was right when
Yeah.
you took away my dad. You guys were given a little gift, weren't you? A little
Oh,
gift
right.
to help open your mind. Oh,
She's apparently been watching us.
I assumed as
I
such.
mean, yeah.
he's been dreaming about it for quite some time, being able to open everything up and have things be revealed. I love a good reveal. But I don't like when a reveal gets rid of previous developments, and that's what you are trying to do. Trying to get rid of Daddy and Uncle, and it's just not fun. I mean, they're some of your biggest assets. So, I kind of made it a little bit more complicated.
Well,
cut off that second wing of
you
yours.
did a great job on that. And Arden just kind of awkwardly pats her on the shoulder.
I do appreciate the input.
Well, you guys have been sitting here, not sure of what to do, where to go. They've all been watching. I've been watching, just like you said. And now you guys won't be able to close their eyes.
I was never under the delusion that we could.
Veldrin
That's
looks
why
up.
we're talking about this. No more secrets.
But you guys, you can get rid of them. We had that discussion. The vault, you can
Yes.
just eliminate a variable. Are we not doing that anymore?
Will it even work?
She kind
I
of
mean,
lives there. Like the whole
Yeah.
somnambulist thing. Sleepwalker.
Yeah. most fun to do.
Oh, you sleepwalk. I guess that's where the psalm comes from.
It's an
Should put this in
ambulance.
context.
Yeah, that's like dream and walking, so...
Mm-hmm. But that's okay. I mean, I know the easiest solution that you would think would be to just get rid of me now. And then you have the whole subconscious to run around in. Huh. I was in the Feywilds for a little while after you guys left. Life tree's not looking so good. The resources.
Could you elaborate?
I'm just saying the resources are a little bit limited right now, so getting a second shot at that elixir at this stage in the game, it would be a shame if it got wasted too early.
I appreciate the insight.
I know. I'm so helpful, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yep, you sure are. Feel free to tell us as many facts as you want.
Okay. Well, I did do something that's a little bit helpful. Not just taking the eye. I mean, that was, you know, to make sure. I know how crafty you guys are. You'll find a way to do anything if you put your minds to it, and I really admire that in you all.
Wow, thanks.
Yeah. But you never really think about the easy options. Well, that's because you don't think they're easy because you're not creative like me. Dad and my uncles, well, they control curses. When you killed Dad, that dragon lost its curse. Huh. And I've seen Dad take them away. He could have taken it away from me. But he didn't. But the thing is that I know that he can. I know that yours can. I know that yours can. I know that yours can. They can all take them away. So why would you lock them up? They're your best asset to curing curses.
I was following you and then I wasn't following you.
Because I don't know if they'll, like, acquiesce to that. Yeah. Unless you have some kind of way of mind controlling a god, I don't think we'd be able to accomplish much there.
Well, you guys
looks at the precipice.
she is also looking at it. Well, you guys already found a way to make one dormant. Just a couple more spell slots is all. And removing a couple of variables from the situation. We want the same thing. I just want to cure curses. But
you do?
Don't think getting those artifacts is gonna do anything.
That's what I've been wanting to know. She kind of addresses this towards Veldrin and Ellie, and I don't know if either of them know that that's the direction that she's talking in. Grimoire never told us what the artifacts are going to actually do.
The artifacts were lost at the end of the Curse War. Previously had a bigger role for it as well. They're gifts from the gods, but I don't know. Neither do I.
Okay.
I still don't even know where the last one is.
So, Somni, are
Do
you
know,
suggesting that we
Somni?
ask them really nicely?
You ask them really nicely? No. I suggest you just give them to me.
I don't think that's gonna work out for anyone involved, really. That kind of thing hasn't really worked out for anyone, historically.
It's
so.
okay. I wouldn't do anything wrong with it. You see, when you cursed me, I realized just how bad the world was, you know?
You tried to eat one.
You showed me the good side. You showed me what needs to be done, getting rid of them.
Yeah, but then what would you do with that power after?
I don't know. Have a little fun. Who knows what'll strike me?
That's the part that I think maybe is the concerning bit.
I don't know what your curse is, Somni, but we didn't give that to you. One of the three did. And eating one of them would not give you the power that you think that it would. I know you saw what happened in Waldenshire, but maybe you didn't understand. That wasn't one anymore.
He was weak.
He was. So were you.
You know who for the longest time people said was the strongest person in the world? Besides Genesis. Besides Veldrin. You know who it was? The one everyone looked to? Exodus. What a fun name. Would I be weak if I took him out of the equation?
Well, one thing I've learned is that killing people's pretty easy. Especially when they're sleeping.
Oh, I know. Breaking them's a bit harder. But that's okay. It's a work in progress.
Good to know. Well. Is there anything else we need to address right now? I'm still a little frustrated about how much the Pantheon wants to entwine themselves in what we're doing. And I'm still not sure that I fully understand why.
I mean, I think that's the hazard of, like, being an adventurer, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
The gods are always a little invested.
Yes. It's just that, you know, it's them we're trying to fight. And they want to take the credit for us beating them. I don't appreciate that. And I hope that with the widespread publication of this recording, maybe everyone will understand that we want nothing to do with the Pantheon and that we will defeat them at all costs.
Recording. Veldrin, like, sits forward.
Yes. No more secrets.
What do you mean?
No more secrets.
Are we live streaming?
I'm
sorry.
I'm kind of
I had to make the joke.
Not on your side on this one. Not all of this stuff needs to be out there, right? Doesn't that make things more dangerous?
They don't want it to be known. If they kill us, that's easy to do, take the information right out. What they can't do is something that big.
I am not so sure about that. I think they probably could kill everybody, couldn't they?
Do they want to?
I don't know. We could ask them. Hey.
You know how many targets you just put on our heads?
They are already there.
Hey, Prophecy, how do you feel about us sharing this with the entire world? Would you kill them all?
Veldrin sits back in his chair and is going to cast Dispel Magic. Jesper has been keeping his hand behind his back the whole time. He flinches. He shakes his hand. It's out. Well, this has been quite the day. I really didn't know that this much was happening in the world at once. And quite frankly, it's a little bit frightening.
I need to go somewhere.
Yeah.
That's out right now?
That's... Yeah, it's out.
I need to go to the Outlands.
Now.
Yes, now.
What's in the Outlands? Yeah, no, please enlighten.
Look. Basically, what I said about myself there implies that I am the cause of dead stones, you see? The moment I left, the Outlands were freed from them. I have people I love there. What do you expect is going to happen to them when everyone there finds out I was the issue? I need to get there.
Well, certainly.
I can get
We can go with you.
Lee stands up. He has been silent this whole time. But first I want to know. Azalin, what have you done this time? He looks at the somnambulist.
I was waiting for you to pipe up, Lee. Oh, I'm so happy you guys are getting this out to the world. This is such a good development.
Yeah, you did say you liked reveals, didn't you?
I really did. Now this was a plot twist. This place is great. So many powerful wizards, so many important people in one spot. So many of them are just asleep upstairs.
Lee just looks at her. What are we doing with her? This is a problem. All of this is a problem. This is a big problem right now. We are all in danger, and I understand why you did this. I agree that I don't want the world to be in secrecy, but now we have to make sure that everyone is safe. Now, that is our first priority.
Yeah, because didn't you say earlier that you could trace magical signatures back to wherever they came from?
Yes.
So, we need to get on that.
They can get here.
I think the archives may be compromised.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you get the ward stack, Jesper?
The wards are back.
Okay.
Of course, any wizard.
Are we in a dead zone right now? Do we need to deal with that?
This is a big question. There's a lot of questions at once.
Well, Sharpie just kind of like goes and like looks out the window.
The sun is still out. It's just watching you guys. Yaldrin stands up. Okay. Do we lock this down? What are we doing? You need to go to the Outlands to save your loved ones, but what of everyone else? What of all the other people this could put in danger?
First step, you magic people can tell if we're in a dead zone or something, right?
I can attempt.
So that's going to be our first step, getting out of here.
Veldrin casts Detect Magic. Lee is going to do the same, so is Jesper. They're going to start looking around. What are you all doing?
Ryder's waiting for an answer.
Okay.
Arden's keeping an eye on Adeline.
Aslan? Yeah.
Aslan. Who I think she's gonna just start calling by name because she's like that.
Sharpay not
Unless
seeing anything out the
to
window,
stop.
she's probably gonna go back into the hallway and, you know, deal with like, you know, the doors that might still be locked.
Benny's door is opened.
Is he in there?
You peek inside. Roll investigation.
Did he use his potion? Because it's gonna expire soon, so...
That's a 22.
He's in bed. But you see his blanket pulled down. And a vial, like, on the table, empty.
Visit the memory one?
Yep.
Can I go, like, wake him up? Did he finish doing it already?
Yeah, you start shaking Benny back and forth.
Hey. Buddy?
Benny, I know you drank a potion,
Benny
but
does
wake
not wake up.
Whoa.
Okay. Well, the good news is she just kind of like talking to him while he's in that. Well, the good news, and just like boops his nose. Is that Somni is not gonna kill you because she's really curious. So don't worry. And she's gonna just leave the room and like go check on her door.
Don't
check
worry,
every door?
we're gonna...
Everyone else is still asleep in one way or
Wake
another.
up, bitch!
Kelsey comes out of bed, like everyone's kind of like awake and like trying to figure out what's going on. Downstairs, middle of the room, Veldrin, Lee, and Jesper have all cast Detect Magic. Jesper closes his eyes and just goes, I don't know exactly what I'm looking for, but I don't see anything out of the ordinary other than the wards. Lee is gritting his teeth. Don't see anything either. Do we know if they have a distinct magical signature? Veldrin. We do. At least I do. We're not in a dead zone. But problematically, I did a little bit more than a detect magic. He blinks his eyes. They were definitely more full of magic than the rest of them. The Outlands is close. There are magical borders separating realities, and the Outlands right now is inched closer. In fact, it's very close. They're basically touching. That means to get in, you could just straight up teleport in there with a normal material plane spell. Wanted to.
Then I need to get in there.
Okay.
That's pretty convenient.
It is. But I don't know what that means.
Well, probably can be traced back to me, knowing everything. If we're not in a dead zone, then taking that away had to have done something.
Sharpay, you come downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I don't know what you all need to do here, but I need to get in there. I can't teleport very far. I don't have that ability.
Somni looks up at Sharpay.
Did you find my little surprise?
Oh, you did that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Did my eluding not get to you? Oh. Thought you guys were better at deducing things. That's what we were doing this whole time.
It makes sense now.
Well, I mean, there's just so many different things that you could have been alluding to, really.
Well, I guess I didn't make
Interesting.
it more specific.
I didn't realize that you had already done it. I thought you were just saying we needed to do it.
I appreciate you doing that because there's a lot going on right now.
Yeah,
Isn't
honestly, it's
there?
probably...
So,
You wanna
what's the
come with?
play? What's the course of action?
Do you want to come with?
Always.
Well,
Do you want her
I
to come
guess you're
with?
joining the
She
party
says this
then.
to Ryder. Do you want her to come with?
The Outlands? No.
Oh, okay. No, you don't get to come with.
Are there things that we still need to do, like, here?
Well, get people out of here, hopefully as quickly as possible. I'm very sorry about the fact that everyone knows where this archive is now, but...
I guess maybe
should
now it's
probably,
more of a library than
Is
an
Jester
archive.
down here?
Jesper has started setting up the wards, like, extra. He's
Okay.
like, he's running around the
Yeah.
archive at this point, like, looking outside and such, and he's trying, obviously trying to get things, like, in place.
Okay, how close are the Outlands? Tell me that.
Quite frankly, right next to us.
Okay. Ryder's gonna start running out, like, the exit.
Ryder runs outside. I guess I will ask for a vote here. Just out of character. The Outlands or the subconscious? Because Bennie is
And I
in
feel
there.
like we're gonna end up needing to do both.
Yeah.
I will say, I mean, it
I
might
know-
be a
Also, I
little
feel like-
weird for Ryder not to be in there, but Ryder's not. He's just going.
That's true.
Yeah. I feel like since Ryder established he didn't want Somni to come along, and Arden has made some kind of decision that she's just gonna stick like with wherever it is we're sending Somni, and it seems like maybe that's the subconscious. So,
I guess the question I'm asking right now is the question that every DM dreads asking: are we gonna split the party?
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like that's what this is leading up to, but it's terrible.
I think this can work. I think we have like enough players, and we're gonna have to discuss the scheduling on this. We might have to split this up into different arcs, running at the same time, with different groups. Are we cool with that as players?
We could set up something where there are 2 different groups that have like some kind of contact at least.
That's true.
True.
If we
like
we're
just
that,
on permanent voice call with
like,
each other.
This is everyone's included in this quick discussion out of character because this stuff is hard to do, and I don't want anyone to have to compromise what their character would want to do. So, are we comfortable splitting the party?
I'm good.
I don't think Arden wouldn't have a problem with that, and I don't necessarily have a problem with
the
it.
The subconscious and the outlands, they both run on different time streams, and it's about the same.
Okay.
So in the material plane, it'll be like a day or 2 has passed.
Okay.
In the outlands and the subconscious, who knows how long it'll take. So I suppose, do we want to split the party? Because it may be multiple sessions split up.
Sharpay doesn't want to leave Ryder to go in there alone in case they are actually mad at him. So she's leaning a little more towards that.
The outlands?
Yes.
Okay. Arden?
Arden, I mean, first of all, again, it seems like we're maybe taking Somni with us somewhere, and that's not going to be the Outlands because Ryder doesn't want her there.
Yeah. I think Cece wanted to bring Somni to the subconscious.
Yeah. So, I mean, I feel like Arden would just be like, yeah, I'm going to stick with the person who's my age. And also, I think she bonded with Bennie a little when they attacked the false Hydra.
Okay.
With cannons.
So Arden is going for Bennie. Sharpay and Ryder Outlands.
Yeah. As long as Arden, like, knows what to do. Like, Sharpay would stay back for a while to, like, you know, explain the potion and also, like, give the precipice to her. But yes.
I'm gonna have so many eyeballs on me. Anyway.
You're gonna have all of them.
Okay.
Arden's goal is to befriend everyone just sort of generally, so this will be an interesting trip for her.
I just want to make sure, like, that we can all be on the same page here. I'm so sorry, Crime, that you've been out of this whole session. I'm so sorry.
That is totally fine. I just like listening.
I know. I really want to have you in here. But
you're about to get to have like exclusive one-on-one Arden time. So,
Arden's first war flashback. Let's go.
Yeah, no,
baby's first flashback.
I guess we're gonna split the party. God damn.
Surely this will have no extremely negative consequences.
Chill down my spine as we talk right now.
I mean, it's not like I guess like
the next
from an objective standpoint, it's not like it would work any other way for our party, but I can't imagine anyone in the group is like in character wise particularly pleased about this.
The next few moments pass in a blur. It's chaos in the archives. Jesper Veldren, they've set up almost every ward they possibly can. Elian is exhausted. Adrian's been filled in. Kelsey's been filled in. Everyone is staying in the archive for the time being. They don't have a safe place to put anyone. No one's seen the outside world. No one in here has really seen what's happening out there. You guys have been, like, isolated from the world since Wolvenshire. When you think about it.
Yeah, I mean, I could... well, I wouldn't... I don't think Arden would want to ask her mom, because that seems like a bad idea. But she could... She does technically have a sister who is, like, out there.
So...
who might know.
In the chaos. Ryder, you are desperate
she can
to get back.
Be like, I mean...
You are desperate to get back to the Outlands. And it's once all the wards are set up that Sharpay joins your side after informing Arden about the subconscious. Sharpay? Ryder?
Ryder, honestly, he's just been like full speed sprinting towards.
Ooh.
I don't know if he's able to tell where this border is.
You can't, because it's like a metaphysical one. Basically, one teleportation spell, you're through.
Okay. If he knows that, then Walter and him are just going to Misty Step the moment they get it.
Yeah. I'd say Sharpay, you come outside, like, to inform Ryder about something right as he Misty Steps away.
Well. And she'll Misty Step too.
Do you say anything to the party before you leave?
She's left the precipice with Arden, right? I did that.
How about we just have that handoff here? Arden Sharpay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Arden's just like, well, I can't teleport anyway, so.
Yeah. Good luck with that. Be careful.
Yeah, good luck to you as well.
Thank you. Ryder already went. That's fair enough. I should catch up to him. You've got this.
I do. I mean, I've been adventuring on my own for years, so.
Yeah. You're more competent than probably any of us are, so.
Aw, thanks.
I trust you. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
And she'll Misty Step.
You cross that threshold. Sometime between the weeks, we're gonna find out where Eros and Laylee went.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Which side they chose. I'm gonna hope that they both divvy up to different spots, so it's not fucking Arden and Benny against the world.
Yeah. It's also could be Sharpay and Ryder against the world.
That's true.
I can see it. I can see it. Arden's like, yeah, me and the villain squad, let's go.
Real.
She's gonna win over.
Lee has been the one not setting up wards
you
this whole time. And
plus, I mean, she is an Ismar, so
yeah, Lee is going to approach you, sort of. and Aslan.
Mm-hmm.
So you are entering his mind with my sister?
Yep, guess so.
He looks down at Aslan.
Do you want to come with?
There is a lot to discuss. There is a lot happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would like to come with you.
Okay.
He looks down at Aslan, who's still tied up, is going to unfurl her from the rug and like pick her up by the scruff of her jacket, put her on the ground. Aslan just
Well, this is the reunion. I haven't seen you since you went to go fight Wilfred Strauss. That was so long ago, wasn't it?
You are not to say anything to me, Aslan. I'm doing this because I still care about you, and I don't want you to do something stupid. And well, I know Mr. Jets from the past. I would like to help in this endeavor. I think I can get us in there. He's, in the subconscious, right? Actually, I believe you are going to have to get us in there, Aslan.
That I can do. Just say the word and we're in.
We do have an astral projection thing for that, but
yeah. But still, Aslan can just get you in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like our own secret cheat code.
I like the sound
Pretty
of that.
fun.
Ready
Heck
to drift
yeah.
off to sleep?
Sure.
I'm gonna need you to untie my syringes.
Yeah, alright.
Lee squints but does it. The second they're untied, to the backs of the necks of everyone going into the subconscious, you guys all slam to the ground, fall unconscious.
Let's go.
Alright.
Wheat hacks.
Ryder and Sharpay. Oh man. This is hitting. This session, oh man. That's just all I gotta say right now is, oh man. God damn, this is gonna be so fun to plan. Holy shit.
So much is happening. So much is happening so much.
Ryder, you appear there first. It's before Sharpay joins that next to you. He wasn't lying. Really is close. Huh. Never seen this spot before. I mean... Oh my god. What the fuck? She's clearly taken aback.
Oh, is that Praveen?
Praveen, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, fuck, no, I'm with the Praveen team. I should have thought about this.
You're stuck with Praveen.
Fuck,
Sharpay.
well, that's fine.
No, I mean, it was
personal growth.
Sharpay, you appear.
With Aslan, so, I mean...
Next to Ryder.
I
Ryder
guess.
and Praveen. You guys are in a small ramshackle shack, per se. It's held up by kind of bones and such and parts of creatures strung together. There's like a makeshift table and desk, and there's a little like kind of nook and such full of like tinker's tools and makeshift machinery. You see on the table a deconstructed, or I think mid-construction gun. There's a stool knocked over, very small one. Half of this place is kind of like, half of the furniture here is adjusted to fit someone about Ryder's height. The rest is very small. There's like kind of like a leather hide bedroll, like two of them right next to one another, and a tiny little, what looks like a pet bed has been made of kind of like hollowed out insides of some sort of like, almost like skink-like creature. Walter always gives you this little signal when you guys get home from a mission. You're home. You're at Ride or Die. Oh yeah.
Okay, this is the one time I will say it is not good that my name is on this business.
Praveen and Sharpay. You guys see the rest of the Outlands around this area. In fact, this small encampment is probably the most stable thing in Outlands right now. Because everything else collapsed. It's like an endless pit, and there are floating islands and like twisted structures of sand and snow. It's like the dead zones popped open. It's like nothing is secure. You guys see movement off in the distance? You see what looks like a distant fucking supernova. Things move. Things are crawling. You see a shadow pass over a rock. Over top of you, something flies. In the distance, the cries of deathworms.
While they're looking around, Ryder went straight to the table and pulled out the shotgun. Because he's gonna take the tools and quickly fix up.
Yeah, you unjam it.
Because it broke.
You heel over. This is clearly Gilly's craftsmanship. Push that gun aside. It's not done yet. You fix yours.
Yeah.
Tap out the gunpowder onto the table. Praveen is just looking around. You're seeing this too.
Yeah. I guess I'd say it's a good thing they have dragons so they can get between, but oh my god.
Never seen this. This... It's just all dead zones. What the fuck?
Ryder at this moment is probably gonna brush off anything, kind of blow off the gun as it's done being fixed, and just cock it to make sure it's all working fine.
It is.
I can't see what this looks like, but I need to find my friend.
Let's do that.
Do we have any leads anywhere? Find her?
What exactly was Ryder told in the message? I can't remember exactly.
I finished your gun. It's coming your way. Help!
Okay. I don't have much to go off of. They were in trouble before this.
Okay.
Huh.
I guess if it's of any comfort to you, Ryder, something I've learned in my travels is that people don't really hold ire towards you when they have way bigger problems to deal with.
We'll deal with that issue later.
Yeah. I'm not gonna let anyone talk shit about you, okay? This isn't your fault. But let's make this right.
We'll just give a small nod. He looks very determined right now.
Is there anything in particular we should be looking for? What does your friend look like?
They're a dwarf, right?
Halfling.
Halfling. Okay, I knew they were short.
Defining character trait.
Short.
Sorry, we haven't done much with Gilly before, so.
Gilly.
Her name's Gilly. She's a halfling. You know, she works a lot with tinkering and guns and all of that. I don't have many other leads.
Fuck.
Well, do we need a ride?
Well,
I don't know if we're gonna get one.
She, looking at Praveen, she kind of like pulls up like the mask of the beast from her shoulder, just like, I could be your ride.
I'll take it.
it's that bad.
She'll do that. I guess. Right. What does she turn into?
You could also dragon cloak.
That's true, but it only lasts a minute, so that's why I'm doing that. I'm very tempted just to go fucking dinosaur again.
Dinosaur in the Outlands, let's go. Yeah.
Not a pterodactyl. What
dinosaur.
was it called?
Is that like pterodon?
Mixed with a T-Rex. Yeah, it's that. Pterodactyl.
Yeah, pterodon. Yeah, pterodon.
Let's go, pterodon. Right. Let's go.
You into a giant like pterodon, like fucked up looking creature. Praveen just goes, okay. Not the weirdest thing I've seen in this place. She gets on. All right, let's find your friend.
Yeah, Ryder will follow close behind and hop on.
Yeah, and she can't talk, obviously, because she's a dinosaur, but she does, like, rah, 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 trying to, like, communicate bird's eye view.
What happened to this place? As you guys...
Just glide over and hopefully... I won't see something, but hopefully you will see something.
Keep your ears peeled. Alright, everyone roll investigation.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh, 22.
22?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Okay. 22,
investigation?
30, 20, and, not Arden. Arden's not there.
Oh, wait, right, yeah, I'm not there.
Yeah.
Brain off moments.
Yeah, no, they all got over 20. Okay.
You're looking from Benny's brain.
Benny's brain. We're gonna get to that in a second, I promise.
Brain so hard.
Postcard
no, I just briefly forgot.
Nah, that's okay. So, you guys, look around. Or in Ryder's case, you listen. What did you get, Ryder?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Your ear kind of flicks and such as you hear in some of like the floating platforms around you that Sharpay is diving over that there's something muffled, and for just a second you hear...
Does that sound like Gilly?
Yep.
Okay, go that way.
Sharpay, you turn around in the air. Immediately, Sharpay and Praveen, you guys both see on top of a rock as something takes off in the air, outstends a wingspan like double your size, Sharpay.
Mm-hmm.
As in the talons of a giant wyvern is a small halfling.
Bro.
And you see atop that wyvern, something stands over the side, a long, outstretched silhouette. It tilts its head at you. It's a tall, looming figure, thin as a scarecrow crucified on some twigs. Their flesh is stained in rot and decay, with a spot of gray stretched out. The rest of their skin that wraps kind of uncomfortably tight against bone. They have cloven legs, long and twisted. They look like black bone at the end. The fur and muscle has rubbed off them entirely. Their face is sunken inwards. eyes dull and empty. They sink inwards into empty sockets with pinpricks inside, floating amorphous pupils. They reflect in the air like a predator's eyes in a camera lens. Their thin frame stays obscured by a long, black poncho. It's frayed at the end, from fire and poison. Atop their head sits 2 large horns, dripping with shedded velvet. They are pure, raw red, and sit too long and spiraling to have been properly shed in years. And they'd lean over the side of this wyvern. From their back, they take out a bow and arrow.
Don't do that.
I want to say Ryder is also just no hesitation pulling out his gun.
What?
Roll to hit.
Brother.
Okay. To be more exact, he's put on his goggles.
Yeah.
And starts pointing at specifically the wyvern.
Don't fucking shoot
roll to
me.
Roll to hit the wyvern.
Don't fucking shoot
you
me.
Don't
I've
see.
got
With that goggle, you don't identify that there's another person there.
Okay, then I think what Ryder will do is probably ask Walter to kind of help him direct his shot. He's aiming for the eyes.
Walter gives you those directions, but that's like right as that bow goes taut. Do Praveen and Sharpay say anything, or does Sharpay like fucking screech?
She definitely makes a noise. She doesn't want to get shot. she probably like dips in the air a bit.
Yeah, Praveen just goes Ryder, 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 as like right as probably you fire towards the eyes of the wyvern. Roll to hit with me.
I took a 17, or I got a 17.
Damn, I got a 17 too.
Ooh.
Every roll.
The bow immediately, like, it points at Ryder, points to the side. The arrow knocks the bullet out of the sky.
What the fuck?
And it intercepts in midair.
Boy.
They have bonus attack to fire. They have bonus action fire again as like an instant reaction whenever they take their first shot.
I mean, am I allowed to take another shot? I have extra attack.
They have a thing kind of like a monk, how they can instantly bonus attack next. It's bonus attack other arrow fire.
Okay.
Then you'd be able to make your next attack. All right. That was a 27 to hit.
No, don't do it, brother.
I mean, if you're aiming at me, that hits me.
Yep. They shoot that bullet out of the air. It fires. Arden and Bennie.
Okay.
Woo! Boy.
Arden, Bennie, whoever's there. Actually, Bennie, are you here?
Horse.
Hello.
Hello.
All right. We're wrapping up soon, and I'm so sorry you didn't get much this session.
No, it's okay. I'm having fun.
Good. Who are you, Bennie Jets? Dad? Darling? Exodus? You've been here before, and didn't find that answer in the past. Everyone else did. But your door, large, steel, imposing, was locked. You hear the creak of a strained metal warship, the shriek of cannons that lay dormant, the rivets old and withered, not what they once were, covered in rust and grime. It would take years to scrub this place clean. The railways are crooked. There are holes in the walls with steel shot inwards from previous impact. The vessel careens over an endless ocean. It's a seafoam green, with fog rolling over its surface. You see the shadows of ships in the distance, and a distant light that spins around the scene, casting a spotlight on you for but a moment before progressing to its next target. Atop the deck is an old friend, the captain of the Subconscious. A bright yellow raincoat twisted and fused to their skin, the hood wrapped taut around their face with shimmering white teeth, perfect, smiling. Their black gloved hands grip the wheel. You see the movement beneath their raincoats, their infested, decrepit arms, reaching below the deck with too many joints. They rummage away as usual, but stop as soon as you catch their gaze. Their featureless head turns to you, and smiles. And reaching from beneath the ground is one of their long, outstretched arms, with a key in it. And they hold it out towards you.
There's hesitation before he finally reaches out and grasps it tightly, white-knuckling it.
You take it, draw it back. You investigate it.
Yes.
You remember this key. The key to your old front door. It's copper. Long, outstretched. But it's simple. It's sturdy. Just supposed to get you in and out. Everyday life. When you used to have an everyday life. What do? You're on the ship of the subconscious. You were there before, back in the Feywilds ages ago.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Hell yeah. And last
Bennie
time you
runs...
were here, your door was locked.
Very locked.
Yep.
Bennie runs his thumb over the key and just flips it in his hand once, twice, thrice. Just looking over all the details, the small dents, the wearing on the handle of the key where it sat once on a keychain, the small bits of corrosion he's wiped away, leaving dimples on the metal. He remembers so much, but so little at the same time. It's a weird feeling. It's on the tip of your tongue, but you just can't say it. But he was ready now. He was ready to see what he's been missing. What's been taken away from him. He knows it's going to hurt, but sometimes the truth is worth it. And so he makes his way down to where the doors were kept.
The steps still creak like you remember. The exact same spots depress and groan against your weight. You remember those girders, how they look like cracked ribs, the way the pistons shift like a respiratory system. The way this whole place just looks like an open surgery. It reeks of memory. I don't know if you guys have had this sensation before, of like your first realization of how fleeting memory is. But this whole room, the air, it's like a child realizing for the first time that they've forgotten things and that they can forget. Even when so little has happened to them. It looks like a living room. You can almost see it. The realization, the sudden urge to remind yourself not to forget. And yet, this memory is usually forgotten too. The captain is next to you. You don't know when he joined you in lockstep. As you reach the bottom, he heads towards the open innards of the ship and stares into the endless waters. And he waits. There's a hallway in front of you. It's bigger than the one you were in before. Your door is there, but so are a lot of them. And they all are yours. All of them. A hallway that stretches longer than the ship seemed to on the surface. It gets slightly twisted the further it goes down. But the first door, the one closest to you, it's from your old home in Eros. It's made of pink wood. There's a child's handprints on it. They're red. From paints you had put on the door with him. Etched onto it is a date. I, CML, XXIX. You know the key will fit.
Bennie brushes his fingers over the lock, remembering how some late nights he would come home and miss with the key, and there'd be metal scrapings around where the key would have originally gone in.
They're still there.
He'd run his fingers over them and feel appreciative of how something as simple as that can leave such a mark for so long. He, for a moment, just looks before finally fumbling the key, despite holding it, as if that was an old motion he always used to do, to bring the key up towards the lock. And he carefully tries to slot it in and turn it.
It goes in. As you do, there are parts that feel heavy and thick with sadness. The rest is disbelief. You begin to twist it. and feel warmth at your feet. It's the temperature you'd expect to feel as you put a hand on a feverish child's head, its blood pooling from the bottom of the door, seeping like tears through the small holes inside the wood. The door is bleeding.
For a moment, he looks deterred, kind of looking down and adjusting his steps a bit, as if trying to avoid getting blood on himself. Blood being on him is just one more discomforting memory. But alas, the door is bleeding. It's everywhere. He can't avoid it. With a resigned sigh, he sets his foot back down and just closes his eyes for a moment, steeling himself, trying to prepare, even though he knows something behind this door is something that nobody can prepare for. Tries to open the door.
Out of the water, at the bottom of the ship, there's this open area, and there's the sound of people surfacing from the water around you, Bennie. Arden, you're pulled up first.
Oh.
You see yourself in this weird old vessel. You see Bennie in the bleeding door. Next to you comes Lee, who brushes off.
Hi, Bennie.
Arden?
Door's bleeding. You probably already noticed that, though.
What are you doing here?
I guess we're here to help, basically. Emotional support.
We've come here
Help.
to assist you. It's come to
I'm
my
here.
attention.
We're here for, hugs if you need them, I guess.
Yeah. I have this thing, that I have had people call shell shock to me before. And, I know how hard it is. So, we don't know each other well yet, but I know we once did. I would like to be for you as well, if you would let me.
You've come this far. It'd be wrong of me to turn you away.
It's then that
I don't know. It is your private business, so
Lee
if you want us to leave, we will.
Yeah, Lee looks at you and just says, "It's up to you." You want us to help you?
Yeah, I think it's time I actually got some help, and I'm just surprised the kid's here. Just looking at Arden.
Arden just kind of gives you a thumbs up.
Out of the water, finally, crawls onto the deck. The somnambulist.
Bennie
also,
discomfort.
Also, she's here. I think technically she's the one who put the potion in you, and is also the one who got us here. So,
hello again.
I don't know.
Somnambulist.
Oh, it's wonderful to see you once again, Mr. Jet. Or should I say Exodus, or are we at those memories yet?
We'll get there when we get there.
Good.
I'm so excited.
She really likes reveals, apparently, so.
Don't mind me, just pretend that I'm not here at all.
Come on, then. The door's almost open.
You pull it open. And as you do, everything kind of shifts. There's a thrill in the air, a rush of mischief-fueled delight. You all feel the grass around your feet. It's long and unkempt. You're on a hill. I'm gonna grab an ambiance real quick. You're on a hill. And it's night. The sky is a deep blue with stars twinkling in the sky, like how the old nursery rhymes always describe them to be. There are flowers swarming this hillside, white roses that blow gently in the nighttime breeze. In the distance you see mountains, you see the ocean, you see a large one in the distance. It almost looks like a grand tree with how it twists and turns. Its peak is surrounded in a constant fog. Its base is covered in flowers and growth, instead of snow like the rest of the distant Alps. Those flowers in the distance shine a brilliant gold. Makes it all look so glittery like the stars. It's a beautiful sight. Beautiful night. Oh. Arden, it feels a bit familiar to you. You were young when you started adventuring. So you remember what came before adventuring.
Yeah.
That sensation of youth.
Woo!
I have a sheet I'm going to hand out to you next session.
Okay.
Oh?
But it doesn't take you long, Arden, to realize that your perspective has shifted a bit. You're smaller than before. Feel a little bit of a bubbly warmth in your chest. A lot weaker. But well, comes with the territory.
Yep.
You're about 8 years old.
I guess I'm baby now.
Yeah. You're about 8 years old right now.
Oh, it's getting dark.
But your mind is still as it was.
Baby.
Next to you is a very young-looking Lee. He has no scruff of beard anymore. Very freckly and such. His hair is actually kind of short compared to how long it is now. He's like wringing his kind of hands together, has a bit of a hunch to his posture, looking around a little bit awkwardly, like pushes some hair like over his ear and such nervously, and just goes, well, this was a bit unexpected. Yeah? And
everybody being baby shaped. You know, this happened to me earlier, actually.
Aslan is the smallest looking of all of you guys. He looks about 4. None of those green protrusions, but 2 tiny little wings. Lee has wings too. He didn't previously.
Ooh. I will offer to give Aslan a piggyback ride because her legs are short.
Aslan will take it.
Heck yeah.
Is Bennie also teeny?
Bennie. Actually, let's go from the perspective of everyone else. Standing next to you all on this hill is another kid. A young boy wearing night clothes. A small nightgown with transparent sleeves and frills down the center. There are small stains from midnight snacks not so stealthily eaten. And from paints and charcoals played with under the secrecy of their bed's quilt. He's a tiefling, no more than 6. Purple skin dotted in small sunspots of blue. Their eyes are bright and green, with 2 tiny nubby horns poking from their head, and a tail curled around their back with a small spike at the end. Their face is round, and their hair is long and black. Bennie, this is the body you find yourself coming into consciousness in.
Well, he's making the confused grumblings as he's feeling his face,
yeah.
And then he goes to the horns and like the hair. It just kind of feels. It's like guys.
Me?
Kind of turns to look at them. Go oh.
Yeah, we're all tiny now.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Bennie would then realize that he does not sound like probably his usual voice.
Definitely not.
Hey guys.
Oh.
Yeah, we're all like baby shaped, basically.
We're tiny.
Yeah.
All of us are different. All of us are ourselves. That is you, right, Bennie? Forgive me for asking. Were you ever a tiefling?
I don't know. I don't remember being a tiefling.
But you remember your son was.
Oh, no. This can't be. I need a mirror. A mirror. Does anyone have one, please?
I don't.
I feel like Arden probably had one in her like other stuff. Did all their stuff come with them?
Only a couple of things, not a lot.
Okay,
but
so probably not the mirror.
I'd say that there is. I know.
It's just like a little compact or something.
I know that
you know?
Lee has minor illusion, so Lee will just like wave his hand a little bit in the air, and then a minor illusion of like Bennie's face will appear.
This is what you look like right now.
It's your son, Dakota.
Oh no. Oh no. He feels his cheeks one more time, but just stares and just goes, no. Dakota. I'm my son. I'm my son? What? I'm my son. My... It's just a long moment of,
Huh. Well, that was certainly unexpected. You had a son? Have a son?
Had a son. Dakota. He was a tiefling.
Oh dear. Oh. He looks at Benny and then frowns and gets rid of the minor illusion. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Yeah, I'm still a little bit in shock because he's just feeling his face again, feeling how soft and young the cheeks are and how very soft the hairs and the little horns. Oh, he looks like he's almost gonna cry when he feels the little horns. As he just takes a deep breath and goes, "My boy, my beautiful boy."
Lee.
Oh my god.
Aslan starts laughing, but Lee is gonna cast Taumaturgy and make sure that that does not, like, become audible. He just instantly shuts her up, like, quiet, none of this right now. Yeah.
That was not the time.
So Benny, devastated, clearly. Can you guys hear my fucking dog going like woof? I hope so. Anyways,
a little.
What is Arden doing?
I feel like she probably is like, I mean, she's kind of got Aslan on her back, but she still like kind of like offers, like kind of like quietly offers a hug to Benny if he wants one.
Benny absolutely hugs them.
Yeah, you're getting a hug, and the somnambulance. This is why I'm not trying to say her name. And Aslan is also in on this hug, whether she likes it or not. So
she is like hissing and like obviously screeching, but Leah's still taumaturgying her. He stands to the side and crosses his arms, and is clearly like more scholarly, trying to figure out what is happening. As he looks kind of out on this kind of old hill. There were curse war battles fought here. I remember this land. Eros.
Yeah, they were.
Sorry, not to get involved in your grieving.
You're fine.
He kind of awkwardly steps to the side and keeps looking around.
It's okay. I can do this. I can do this. We need to see what happens. There could be something that helps us in these memories. We need to keep going. We need to do this.
That's the beauty of the subconscious. You never know what plot twists are gonna come. No.
I mean, one of the plot twists is that you're getting aggressively hugged, I guess.
Now all you need to do is find the memory orb. Knows where it'll be.
She worms herself out of the hug and heads towards Lee, and she's just watching, delighted.
Yeah, if she tries to get down from Arden's back, Arden, just let her.
Okay, yeah, she skitters away.
I mean, that's how she got hooked into it, is probably because when Benny hugged Arden, it was just like arms all the way around.
Eventually, the hug releases. What are you guys doing?
Start looking around.
Yeah, I guess Arden will kind of just be doing the same, like kind of like seeing if there's, you know, anything that feels relevant somehow.
You see down the hill, there's a settlement. Benny, it's a place you called home for a while. You can see your house over the hill, the way it had a little purple roof. It matched the hair of your wife, your son's face, that lilac color. Permeates your existence. It's a comforting one. Unlike gold. Unlike red. I would like you guys to roll investigation.
Woo. Investigate. Okay, so that's. And my intelligence is still +0, so that's 3.
3. Bennie, what'd you get for investigation?
Yep.
What's the
Oh,
modifier?
The modifier, because you are currently Dakota. Investigation is intelligence, right?
Yes.
It's 0.
Okay, I get a flat 15 then.
Flat 15? What did you get,
Yeah.
Arden?
I got a 3.
3? Okay. Yeah, Lee and Somni.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. I don't know what's happening.
Rolled low. Somni rolled high. Aslan starts
Good for
laughing
her.
again.
Did you see something interesting?
I love this part.
Bennie.
Well, that's not a good sign.
You see the white roses on this hill turn red.
Oh no.
You see it, the distance. The one thing missing from the night sky tonight. The moon. It rises from the mountain in the distance, clawing itself over its peak, emerging from the fog. It's dripping red. A red that stops just a second before it soaks the mountain and rises upwards with the moon. The stars have retreated. Everything is basked, soaked in angry red. In the distance.
Whoa, the moon went evil.
You hear scream.
Me.
A familiar scream. A woman's scream. It's Mary.
Mary?
It's coming from the village down the hill, a small, quaint, comfortable place surrounded by woods. You see the torches beginning to light down there, the rising tides of a mob beginning to form, light spells activating as people rush from their homestead to the noise. Thunder cracks. More screaming. The entire sky is red. As Bennie, you start running.
Towards the sound. Towards the screaming and the lights.
Do Arden...
Arden will follow and kind of be like, wait.
You call out, wait.
Wait.
Bennie's already gone. We're gonna end this session off here.
Good stuff.
Ooh. Ooh.
This is gonna be quite the party split. Oh boy.
Gotta chase Bennie down and remind him this is a memory. Like, you can't.
Chase the boy.
You can't really do anything about it. It's already.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's do some closing remarks. Morgue, closing remarks.
Good times are had by all. I do think it would be actually extremely funny if it ends up just being Arden and Bennie running around with the villain squad, basically. and Lee. And Lee's also there.
Lee is also there, and Aslan, of course.
Lee is also there. I would say she's part of the villain squad.
Yeah, she's the villain, most definitely.
She and the eyeballs are part of the villains, the villain squad, and then there's also Lee.
Are you trying to lock her up? Oh my god, I just realized. That's a possibility.
Oh, we could lock her up in here?
Anyways, Cole, closing remarks.
To be honest, here's the thing. Arden has no idea that that's possible, and I don't know if Bennie has the presence of mind to try it, so...
We'll see. Cole,
if her plan was to lock up the eyes in there, then...
Yeah.
Things aren't looking great for just about everyone here.
Yeah,
so
holy shit.
We'll see how things go.
Crime, closing remarks.
It's so good to be back!
Yay! I'm so excited.
I missed you funky creatures so much.
We've barely even gotten to spend time together, actually.
I know. I need to hang out with you guys more, and I need to get to know you better.
It's gonna be
such a gorgeous outfit.
We have so much time to do that.
I've been wanting to say this all episode. All of you guys are dripped right now. Like Cole's got the patches, you've got the stripes, and Morgue's got like that lace going on. I was here like, oh my god, I'm in my PJs.
In the drip.
It's okay. I'm actually still wearing my pajama pants. I just put on the sweater because it's nice and soft.
Damn, guys, we are kind of dripped out.
See, I was just cold, and this is the only jacket I have back at my house.
I got the Halloween movie poster.
Oh my god, I love those. Oh my
All
God.
right. Well, thank you everyone for watching this session of Cursed Ones. Tune in next week where, oh fuck, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna run this. Bye!
Bye.